Welcome to DudeNoWay Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time.
Welcome to DudeNoWay Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time.
That's awkward. Let's just go ahead and do that. Let's give that another shot.
Welcome to DudeNoWay Live, where we embark on a quest to play the greatest games of all time. I'm your host, Moonchild of DudeNoWay, and today it is the power of game sense in Overwatch 2. We're going to be diving into some quick play lobbies tonight and getting our game sense on, stressing the importance of understanding what is about to happen so that we can win our team fights in the future. It's kind of like being able to understand where the game will go from one moment to the next moment, understanding which ultimates are online, both on your team and the other team, understanding when it is time to enter a fight, to leave a fight, to fall back, to group up, when it's time to swap targets, when it's time to get a flank. Game sense is a little bit of everything, and because of that, you need to be extremely cognizant of what you're doing. And because, wow, that's the second time. Okay, so I'm just gonna make sure that everything is cool here. I'm pretty sure everything's fine. Okay. I hit a button in OBS and it started looping over and over and over in my headphones. Hopefully you guys only caught a little bit of that. It didn't look like it was coming up in the sound until the very end there. But anyway, so it's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of understanding. It's a little bit of figuring out where you are and where your positioning is and how to assist your team in the best way possible. I hope I didn't have a light on that wasn't supposed to be on. Anyway, regardless, let's go ahead and jump into the first game. An extremely scuffed opening tonight, but it is what it is. We're going to be diving in as DPS for the remainder of the evening. Going to be streaming here for about, roughly 2-3 hours. I'd say probably closer to 3, but we'll see what happens as the night goes on. Going to jump into the practice range and make sure that we are getting ourselves warmed up a little bit with the aim, or not. Just going to jump right into the first game, I guess. And we are on King's Row. We're going to be defending on King's Row. I knew it was going to be defending, dude. It's always defense on King's Row for me. I never get to attack on this map. It's like one in every, 20 times I play King's Row, I get to attack here. But it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and pick up Soldier 76. Is a very good character to be defending on this map with. Gives us the range and the damage to hit the different angles that we could possibly need. With 2 hit scan DPS, the possibility of us getting those kills and snagging the team fights in the beginning are as high as we could possibly make them. That being said, it's not guaranteed, and this first point is extremely sketchy while the opponent has respawn advantage. I'm going to go ahead and unmute my microphone for the team so that they can hear what I have to say as we move forward, because this show is going to be stressing the importance of collaborating with your team, making pushes with your team, communicating with your team, and overall kind of just ensuring that you don't shit the bed every time a team fight starts, or you potentially could be winning. So we've got our Kiriko up here with us. We have the Widowmaker over on the side. We're going to pay attention to the Widowmaker shot, and we're going to see what direction she aims at. So we saw that she aimed up high first, which tells us that there was in fact a sniper of some sort on the upper level, and we're just going to be keeping our eye out for that, kind of keeping a one eye at the top there to make sure that we can get anybody who comes through. We can see that there is a Bastion on the enemy team, and we want to put as much damage into that Bastion as humanly possible. We're going to go ahead and help kill this Echo with the assistance of our Widowmaker. And we were able to do that, and we're going to go ahead and finish off this Bastion. And we can see that the Mercy has gone full-on Battle Mercy on us down there on the side. We'll see if she decides that she wants to make the mistake of coming up here and trying to attack us. I doubt she will, but you never know. No, okay, so she's just going to wait down there with the Reinhardt. That's a good call on her part. That would be extremely poor game sense on the part of the Mercy to jump up here and try and Battle Mercy me to death. Not only does Soldier just have the ability to DPS a little bit better, but in addition to that, she would be extremely out of position for her team, literally not helping her team at all. Gonna go ahead and drop my healing pad here. I'm trying to make sure that I can deal as much damage as humanly possible. May not be able to stop them from getting this push here, but we're gonna do our best. I'm gonna try and not put myself in a situation where I have to fight this Echo alone. And I was not able to get the health pack. You can see I was on the health pack right away. But unfortunately, we're going to watch the kill cam and just see about how long. The health pack literally spawned as I died. Jay, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for the luck in my games. It's going to be a tough one and a fun one tonight. We're going to be talking about game sense and understanding where we need to be and why we need to be there. Right now, the typical quick play player would be running up to try and shoot them at the choke, especially since I am very close to an ultimate. That would be the thing that a lot of people do. That is actually not the thing we should be doing, and what we should be doing is crouching and waiting, using our game sense to make sure that we are not taking engagements that we don't need to, so that we don't get picked while we wait for our team to re-engage here over at the choke. And we're going to see that the Reinhardt is going to likely charge us here in this building. Ideally, we will be able to live through this, but we're not able to catch a very good angle from here. I'm going to go ahead and snag this health pack so that the Echo can't, just on the off chance that she comes down over on the side. And again, we're going to utilize this kind of high ground position. I know that the Echo is behind me, but there's nothing I can do about that. I can drop in here and hope for the best, grab a little bit of health from my health pack, and wait for my DPS passive to heal me back up. The Mercy has resurrected the Bastion, which is bad news for us, and we are in an extremely poor position. There's nothing I can do to get out of this. So, right now, we can fight our way through, or we can die. But right now, fighting them at the choke is a bad idea. But by forcing them into a weird spot here on the side, even if I die, I'm kind of giving my team a second to pick off some kills while we can. Unfortunately, they were not able to get a lot of people. They were able to pick off the Reinhardt, but the Mercy just resurrected him. And being in that position, not exactly the best place I could have been. But right now, we can see that they're about to get this next checkpoint, and there's nothing we can do about that. But right now, we can make sure that we are engaging off the start here. We want to be out of the way of this Reinhardt, but unfortunately, he stopped his charge midway, and I got taken out by the Echo. No big deal. We're gonna wait for the team. The team was respawning. Our tank was deciding which character he wanted to swap to in that moment. But essentially, if we could have gotten a pick, that would have been huge for us in that moment. Unfortunately, that's not how it went down. We see our Sombra, who used to be our Widowmaker, was trying to engage that Echo, but was unable to get the kill. And it's going to be very difficult for her, as Sombra, to kill that Echo, because the Echo is very fast, and the Sombra would have to commit her resources, her movement ability, her translocator, to destroying the Echo. Very, very poor positioning on the part of this Reinhardt. If he comes this way, I can literally just walk back into the spawn, and he is wasting all kinds of time for his team. Unfortunately, it looks like my entire team is dead, so I'm going to do the only thing that I can. Well, it seems unlikely that I wasn't on it, considering I literally had time to, like, run in front of it, stand next to it, you know, jump up onto the thing, but that's fine. You know, it's one of those games. One of those games. My team died a lot. You can see my other DPS had 6 deaths. My tank had 5. My Life Weaver, I was like, what's the guy's name? Flower Dude. The Life Weaver had 4. It was one of those games. Whatever. Our sniper was not as good at sniping as she thought she was. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead, run it back, and we're going to try and do that better the next time. Again, we're going to jump into the practice range. Gonna go ahead and fire off a couple of shots as Cassidy. Make sure that we are in a spot where our aim is feeling nice and crispy. Crispy shots. Yep. Everything seems to be in order. Yep. I still do the thing where I lift my mouse up and turn it as though it was a revolver. I'm not sure why I do this or what's wrong with me. But I literally pick my mouse up and turn it like this, as though I'm pulling the revolver together to reload it. It's not ideal, but here we are. Okay, so on this game here on Esperanza, we have a Tracer, we have a Life Weaver, we have a Moira, we've got a Doomfist, and the Doomfist is dead. Classic Doom, and the robot is quite far forward off the start. I was able to get into a game, however, It's a game in progress. And the game in progress, never a good call. Always sketchy when you come into a game that's halfway over. You never know. It could go well. It could go terribly. But we're going to come in. We're going to do what we do. And just make sure that everybody falls apart here. Now we're going to try and grab this Reaper. Going to try and get the stagger on this Reaper. Yeah, no, I'm not going to let you live, fam. Okay. So, apparently I am going to let him live, fam. Just going to grab that health pack. And I am out of there. The Reaper is none the wiser. He's still engaging with our team here. So, we are going to get up on this Cass. And just send him back to the respawn screen. I did get a heal from my Life Weaver, so we're doing good there. Got to be careful of this Ana who was off in the corner. Because we came in late, we are behind on the ultimate economy. Oh, I am down. Oh, the Life Weaver clutch life grip to save my life. Potentially save my life. It's possible that this Reaper has an ultimate, and I would like to not be killed by it. But we don't know for sure. Hard to say, considering we came into this game late, right? One thing that I need to do is just make sure that wherever Cassidy is, we are not getting tagged by him. I hear him. That's okay. It is what it is. I wasn't sure exactly where he went, and I was trying to listen, but I couldn't quite hear him. Jay subscribed. Jay, thank you so much for the sub, dude. I really appreciate that. You are the man for the sub here on Twitch. I can't express enough how appreciative I am of that. Okay, so in this moment we are looking at our team. We're looking at our robot, and then we are forward spawn. Our forward spawn is now active. So had I died just a bit later, I would have been able to spawn closer. But that's not a big deal. We know that our team has no ultimates online right now, and their team absolutely at least has some, right? So. Right here, we need to be very careful about what we do next. Again, we don't know whether or not Reaper has ultimate, and we know that the Cassidy just used his. So I would expect to see a Reaper ult here, especially with the way he's kind of getting fast and loose with his teleporting. I'm firing down over into their kind of general area, and I don't want to be killed by Reaper's ult, right? So right now, I am using my game sense to put myself in a position where I would like to be. And now that the Reaper has used his ult, I'm going to go ahead and use my ult to make sure that I am out of the way here. And then it's not going to work. Okay, so there was just too many of them alive over on their side. I was trying to use my ult to survive and get back to my team, but it is what it is. That's what happens when you come into a game late. We were able to get a significant push, but we do need to stop them. So, ideally, and there's only 30 seconds left of this game, so this was a very, very short one. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. So we can see this Reaper here is thinking that he's going to get the better of us, and he might have had we not gotten that heal, but the Reaper backed off at the moment that we needed him to. And again, we're just going to put that damage in on him. And we need to be over on the payload now. I'm gonna use my body to stagger him, and hopefully burn out this Orisa, and I was able to. And again, I'm just gonna put all this damage in, all the damage that I possibly can. We're gonna stand on the robot and just make sure that we are in here. Free Bezos money generator. Yeah, dude. Thank God for Bezos creating the ability to you know, generate money. I do love a Twitch Prime sub. I'm halfway to another ult here. See, the Reaper is down over in our side corridor, and I would expect him to jump onto it. We will have one opportunity left to get an ultimate, and we need to be extremely, extremely careful not to die here. Whether I will actually get one remains to be seen, right? But we're gonna try anyway. It would be ideal? No. No, I was going to say, I'm taking a lot of damage. Our Moira, instead of continuing to heal, decided to fade at the moment where I needed to be healed up. And, you know, there's a lot of ultimates. We were already behind in the ultimate economy. So, but on the plus side, we're going to have the fast queue after this game. So we'll be able to get into a regular game without having to worry about it being halfway over when we get there. That is a cool Orisa skin, though. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. We got the, I don't know what to call this skin for the Doomfist, but it's also the one that I use. It's like a fire-looking skin. I like it a lot. Very cool. Alright, so, in this next game, we're going to pay attention to when ultimates are starting, when we can expect them to come out. Had I not gotten in there late, I would have been able to track them a little bit better. The Moira on the enemy team was also able to get one more ultimate than I would have even predicted she would have had, which means she was either dealing additional damage or healing up her team very effectively. It's hard to say. Maybe I could tell if I went back and rewatched the footage, but who's doing that? I'm not going back to rewatch the other Moira's footage. Not in a game that I was late to. Had it been like a real crazy turnout, then it would have been one thing, but... Alright, so I'm going in as Soldier here on Samoa. Very confident in the Soldier pick on this map. It gives us the ability to be mobile, but not so mobile that we have to sacrifice our offensive kit for it. We have the Helix Rocket is going to make it easy for us to secure kills on low health targets and also put in heavy damage on anything with 250 hit points or less. And in addition to that, we're going to be able to sprint to our flank positions, which is huge. Soldier's heal is not that bad, but it's also, you know, very slow. So with the Zen and the Moira combo, I'm likely going to have to utilize a health pad or 10 to make sure that I stay alive in the fight here. But thankfully, we can do that. If I were to play something like a Cassidy or something like a Tracer, it would be a little bit more difficult. I'd be sacrificing a little bit of my offensive utility for the mobility aspect. I'm utilizing this kind of side corridor here, which I think is a very strong spot here on Samoa. And I'm getting hacked already. So that is unfortunate. I'm going to try and drop down to Zen, but it's not going to work. So we know that they have a Sombra. And so that means that I am now going to swap over to a Tracer. Because the times where I will be hacked as Tracer while I'm in their backline are far fewer than the times where I will be hacked while I'm in our own backline. Right now, we can see that our tank is dead, just now coming back. Our one support is also just coming back. Looks like she's swapping characters. And because of that, we want to be very careful about what we do next. Gonna crouch, make sure that I can hear the Ana shots over in the distance, and I'm crouch walking to make sure that I am quietly approaching because I don't want to be attacked by them before my team arrives. Again, I can hear them. I can hear somebody is approaching from behind me. There's Ana. But now she knows I'm here, so I'm just gonna leave. Right? Just gonna get out of the way here. And I'm not 100% sure where our team is. I expected them to kind of come in, but they never did. So, you know, we're gonna have to do what we can in this moment. Our other support is down. Zen is up, but it doesn't look like Zen is going to be able to do much in terms of keeping us alive. It looks like we may just end up losing this straight off because people aren't staying alive at all. Just gonna go ahead and get out of there. And you can see that the Sombra is here, or was here. We're going to use Zen's ultimate and his ability to heal us to make sure that we are staying alive. Going to utilize this piece of cover here. Somehow, the Sombra was able to kill just us through the gigantic amount of bodies that were in the way there. Amazing, but it's possible that I died to her cube. Again, everybody is dead on our team. That does not feel good, but whether we get back or not is a matter of how quickly we can get to the point at this point. We want Zen to be here with us, and the fact that they are going in without Zen is kind of scary. I'm gonna recall here, and then I'm going to blow up their Ana. I was able to get their Ana, which is their main support, but no one on our team was able to stay on it. That was exactly what I wanted to do with my ultimate. My game sense was on point. Unfortunately, the rest of my team was not able to stay alive there. So it is what it is. We're gonna have to. This guy says Maga diff. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll certainly be able to tell here in a second. I'm gonna swap back over to Soldier now that we don't have to worry about the ultimate economy. The thing about having a Sombra on their team. Yeah, somebody said there's only one Maga. I'm gonna be like... I'm just gonna let him know that's not how diff works. That is hilarious. Oh my god. Dude, the guy goes, Maga diff. It's like, wait a minute. Our tank didn't play Maga. Like, are you claiming that you are the diff? Why not just say that I am the diff then? Why not just say, hey, like, I'm a badass motherfucker and I am the diff. Like, I am the reason why we're winning. Why you gotta be so silly with it? Okay, so this... Sombra is on me right now. Yeah, I heard her, but I didn't get to see her in time, unfortunately. I was about to fire my Helix rocket, literally was pressing the button to fire my Helix rocket as it went, as the hack went off. This is one of those games, I guess. Bro, I just spawned. Okay. I just spawned, dude. I didn't expect that, huh? Let's see if she's still there. Yeah, look, they're still flaming him in chat, dude. You gotta say tank diff, not Maga diff. There's only one Maga. Come back, Sombra. We're not done with you yet. There we go. Okay, so Maga's down. We got our entire team is also down. What is happening this game, bro? How many deaths does our tank have? 4. Okay, at least our tank is trying, man. At least she's trying, dude. The soldier is... Bro. I was like, do I hear what I think I hear? Is that literally their tank inside of here with us? Why did they think that was a good idea? I'm gonna put this here for the team. And then I'm gonna get back down onto it. I do need Zen. Can I get a thank you. Okay, so now that the Sombra has died once, she's gonna be less inclined to try that shit again. Yo, they buffed him. Oh wow. Uh-oh. Yes. That's what we needed. Yeah, there's nothing I can do here. My whole team died again. Bro, my whole team just died again. Oh, God. The power of game sense, chat. It doesn't get any funnier than this. Oh, my God, dude. I'm having the best time. The irony of all this. Just stay together so that Sombra can't hack you. Stay together. Stay with the team. Not today, little girl. Okay. Alright. No, dude, imagine if I'd have died right there. That would have been the most unfortunate moment of my entire life. Just gonna go ahead and let her have it. We're gonna make this Reinhardt kind of do his thing. Yeah, it was worth it to grab this point back. If we lose this point, then we lose. And there's a possibility I might get another ultimate if I use it early. I'm gonna go ahead and kill her. I'm gonna put this damage in on that soldier. The soldier is gonna try and get me again. But I don't think he's going to. Charging up everybody's ult. Charging up the ults. More no fade. Bro. That's fine. You know, at least I didn't get hammered down. Oh, is he gonna... Oh, that was sick, dude. I'm glad I got to see that. This is the end. This is the end of the game. Right here. It's the end of the game. Her Graviton Surge is ready. I think I'm gonna have to accept one more death for this. Just to make sure that we can stagger. 3, 2, 1. It was worth it for the overtime. Literally, I don't need to shoot anybody. Get on the point. Oh, no. Dude. Alright. Alright. That was a good one. That was a good one. I did what I could to try and help the team. But, unfortunately, you know, the team... The tank has to play intelligently. You can see our tank getting in there, trying his best, but getting way too aggressive with that Ramatra pick. I think the, let's just check. Is the tank new? The tank has a 5 endorsement rating. I don't understand. I don't understand. By all rights, right? And the other tank has a 3 endorsement rating. None of them were really that good on the other team, except for the 2 support. Maybe it was the support keeping him up. Who knows? Who knows? But I saw our tank put himself into a position that essentially lost us the team fight several times. I probably shouldn't have played Tracer off the beginning, but the idea was sound in that I could dive their backline, assuming that their Sombra was diving our backline, right? But the tank needs to be alive for that to work. The tank needs to be there kind of team fighting, or... You know, you could be Doomfist, or you could be Wrecking Ball. You could be, you know, mobile and attacking their backline. That could be the way that you do it. If that's the thing that you want to do, that's totally fine. However, if you don't stay alive at all for the entire fight, it becomes basically impossible for your team to be able to do anything. Like, the idea of the tank is to create the space that you should be able to take. Should have linked him your stream so he can educate himself on the power of game sense. Yo, that is hilarious. Based off of the performance we all just put in, that is goddamn hilarious. But today we're gonna game sense it out. We're gonna do better than that. You know, that was our first game of the night. 3 games in. It's my first day, chat. I've never been here before. You guys know what it is, right? You know, it's my first day. Okay, so keeping an eye out, using this Widowmaker. We're gonna use our high ground position to put ourselves into a spot that we would like to be. I can't see anybody from up there. There they are. It's like I don't know where the whole team is. If they're just standing up top, just gonna break Winston's bubble here. Put a shot into that Ashe, put a shot into this Winston. No snipes yet, but that's okay. The Ashe is able to get some decent damage on us. Oh my god, bro, if I die from this Moira orb, I'm gonna be so mad. Just a floating Moira orb. Moira's low, yep, good. There we go, so. Utilizing the positional advantage that we had to get the kill that we needed. And now we can see that there is a Widowmaker on the other team as well. I was wondering where their other DPS was. I never saw her. It was a good snipe on her part, but I still have enough respawn advantage that I can come back and continue to utilize this high ground spot. And if she wants to play that game again, then we can play that game again. And I will give her what she was looking for. That's what she wanted, right? I'm pretty sure that was it. Just gonna go ahead and give her that. Gonna go ahead and give her that. Winston. I'm gonna put that down there for Winston. Step on this. Yeah, there we go. It's exactly how it was supposed to look, dude. I got tagged by the other Widowmaker's mine there. And you can see that she is already on me. We're gonna wait for the Genji to engage her. And then she is dead. Oh, well, that went a lot faster than I thought it would. We're just gonna crouch and make Zen think that we went a different way. And then we're gonna go back up here and start doing what we do. Oh, that was a stupid ass place for Zen to have gone. And put that there for him. Okay, so we're getting chased by their Moira. But while their Moira is doing that, I was gonna say no one is healing their team, but that is not actually the case. Dude, our team is getting smacked today. Smacked, bro. Someone on our team just died. Presumably to the Widow. That amateur voice line means that somebody got killed. But who? Right, there's the Widow. There you go. Snipe me, oh mighty sniper. Okay, gotta put some damage in on that Ashe. Oh, imagine if I'd have gotten that shot, dude. Alright, gotta stop being so fast and loose because we know their Widow is about to come back. Oh no. Our Zen, their Zen, absolutely destroyed our Genji. Hello. Alright, so. That's pretty fun, pretty enjoyable thus far. I wonder if that Widowmaker who's 1 in 5 will come back as Widow again. I mean, I can't recommend it, right? But at the same time, it would be a ballsy move that I would respect. Dude, our Genji died to that Moira who wasn't even there, dude. Where is she? I can see that the Ashe is engaging with me. And I don't want to be a part of that. Gonna keep an eye out. Okay, so now the Widow knows where I am. So I gotta be careful. But from this position, I gotta stop flicking too hard. I don't want to be in my sights too long. The Widow is directly in front of me now. So I'm just gonna aim up. I'm aiming up. Ready, set, set. And she should peek it. Peek it. Yep, that's what I'm here for, baby.
No one can hide.
Now I guess I'll pop this. Right, I guess. Since we haven't walked it in yet. There it goes. Just gonna put her back into the spawn again. I don't know how many times I can kill this Widow before she figures it out, bro. This was a fun game so far. Things are going a lot better as Widowmaker than they were as a Soldier or as Tracer, you know? She's still Widow? Dude, she is still Widow, bro. She is still going for it. You gotta respect her. She's not very smart, but you know what? Damn, is she committed. I would expect this Widow to jump back up right here. That was a headshot, dude. I am low health here, but I gotta be careful. Just stay on it.
No one can hide from my sight. We are out.
Damn, so my whole team just died. So this is like worst case scenario for me now, right? Just, you guys just gonna kill me? Just kill me, dude. Why are we playing this back and forth game?
I needed that.
Yeah, there we go. She got one, dude. My God, Widow diffing that guy hard right now. Thanks, man. I was in a bad place after my team died, but there was kind of no way for me to get out of it without dying. I probably should have died sooner, but I feel like we are just fine right now. I feel like we're doing all right. I just want to be careful about where I am and what I am doing. Make sure that I am getting the kills where I can. The Sigma has warded off my charge position but I can get him from this corner here. Bang, and that's that headshot, baby. That's exactly what it's supposed to look like. Duel me. And I can utilize this high ground position. And if she comes over, I will just kill her. But ideally, she will not. Ideally, I can wait for my team, and I can utilize... She should be coming now. If I were her, I would be coming now.
No one can hide from my sight.
See her looking at me? See her? So, now in this moment, I know that I don't have to worry about her. And I can just, get back into whatever spot I want to be in. I can watch them come through. Bang, just put one into Moira's face. Oh, she was about to get it again, bro. I put a shot onto that Ashe. Stay on the payload. Just gonna wait for my shit to recharge here. Gonna regen my life. And I think they got everyone. Yep, that's everyone. Alright, dude, good game, man. Good game. We had 19 kills and 3 deaths. The other Widow had 3 kills and 11 deaths.
Play of the game.
Starry Jester, thank you so much. That is, you know, a lot of times I won't play Widow for a very, very long time. But man, dude, that was super fun. That was super fun. And it allowed me to play back in a favorable position for myself and watch the team do their thing. Maybe not necessarily the highest game sense type of play, but in reality, was it not, though? Since I only had 3 deaths and my team was able to, you know, snag the win like that. Starry Jester was also a 4-rated DPS. Like, one of the highest on their team. The highest on their team, even. That's incredible. Awesome. I'm going to give it to our Genji and also to our Mercy. Thanks for the heal, and thanks for diving on the targets I needed you to dive on. What a couple of shots. You know, all 19 of them that we were able to snag with Widow. What, dude, that was awesome. That was so much fun. That map that we were just on, I spacing on the name of it now. I was just thinking about it literally 1 second ago. Has extremely long sightlines, which makes for very good Widow duels. I didn't expect the enemy Widow to stay as Widow the whole time. Had she swapped, I would have swapped to something else, right? But because she wanted to keep going, that made me want to keep going. And you know, it was over from that point forward. Okay, because we're playing on Elio's Lighthouse, we know that we're going to be able to get some boops off the map, but someone already has picked our soldier. We have a... Okay, so nobody knows what is... No one knows who's playing what here. Pharah would be a good choice here if I could get into a favorable position to boop them off of the map. That being said, Pharah is one of the least effective DPS, in my opinion, right now. And because of that, I think I'm going to not worry too much about the boop and instead roll with the team inside of the Lucio's heal aura and just make sure that I can put in as much stable damage as humanly possible. I'm getting up with the Lucio. We see that him and Doomfist are diving directly over to the enemy team. We see that they have an Ashe. Been seeing a lot of Ashe tonight. And we know that they have a Tracer as well. Not too worried about Tracer. We can utilize our ability here as Soldier to get this Tracer, no problem. Gonna wait for the team to get over to the objective. Everybody's playing really far out right now. And I'm not sure if anyone is even on it at all.
Let's go.
2 people on our team are on it. And they were able to kill the enemy Ramatra, which means that we won this team fight, and anyone who dies from this point forward is kind of just icing on the cake here. This Ashe is extremely, extremely low. We know that their Tracer just killed our Lucio, and that either a Moira Orb or a Moira herself is chasing our team. I'm going to go ahead and put this damage in on this Ashe up top, and then I'm going to eliminate this Mercy. Maybe not. So their Ramatra swapped over to a Winston. So we're going to have to be very careful about the Winston pick. But that being said, we can utilize something that is a little bit stronger to kill Winston should he become an issue. We did still have the point when I was alive. At least I thought we did. Right now, our Doomfist is not utilizing very good game sense, not understanding that him as Doomfist is in a very lackluster position. But yeah, dude, we need to go. We need to go right now. Ideally, Zen will hit me with the heal orb, and he did. Thank goodness. We need to get back up with the team. We need to group up. We're going to hit the group up button and just wait for the squad to group up here. We don't necessarily need a Reinhardt. There are other tank choices that would be better, namely anyone, literally anyone, probably better than Reinhardt at fighting this Winston. But it is what it is. We can see that their Winston almost fell off the map there. And we were able to, in addition to the Discord Orb, we're able to kill him. You know, I was talking shit on the Reinhardt pick, but it seems our tank may be a Reinhardt main. And with this Tracer here, have to be extremely careful about the duel that we take next. But knowing that our team is also here, we don't have to worry too much. We know that she just picked that health pack so that it will be on cooldown. We do need to be back here near the point, though, with the with the Tracer coming up on us and the Widow or the Moira using her ultimate there in the background. The odds of us surviving are very small. We can, but we have plenty of time. Why? Is there somebody here? Our Sojourn popped her ultimate in the spawn. I would like for our Reinhardt to come back a little bit. I'm trying to get him to group up. I was trying to hit my group up button. But unfortunately I was not able to. Like, you can see our Reinhardt is in an extremely bad position. And this guy is someone who has a very large amount of playtime in the game. He should know not to be up there by himself. I don't know who I just killed off the in that room there, but it appears to be extremely effective. Okay, so Dragon Defender needs to calm down a little bit. He just needs to chill and just I see the problem. So you are you appear to be on a very large dosage of something that would get me demonetized to talk about. Oh, okay, so we're gonna swap to Hog now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fly up high with the Echo pick here. Gonna swap off of the Soldier because I know that they do have a Widowmaker, so I'm just gonna get down. Just gonna get my head down. And I'm going to put some damage in on this barrier. Get this Winston barrier out of our face a little bit. And we're going to put in some damage, some more damage on Winston. He's very, very low here. And if I can get a heal, I'll be fine. But it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. That is very unfortunate. We have a Mercy. There we go. I was going to say, we have a Mercy. It should be a perfect combo for her to chill with me. You can see their Mercy is hanging out with their Widowmaker. And again, there she is. Okay, cool. Again, like the Mercy pick, absolutely perfect to play with a flying character. And I'm just going to go ahead and get out of the way here and hope that our Mercy gets to us in time, and she does. Good. Cool. Harder to be a DPS if you can't rely on your support to do the things you need them to do. You know, the supporty things. You know, you expect them to be in a certain place. So, nice when they are. Just going to go ahead and put some damage in on that. It's going to be one of those moments, I think. We're going to have to duel the enemy Widow. We're going to have to out-duel the enemy Widow. I don't want to, though, because I have my ultimate here as Echo. Our team seems to be doing okay on the point. I was able to put that damage in on their Widowmaker, even from far away. They're not doing anything in terms of taking our point at all. So that's good news for us. No need to worry about it. Just going to pop that away from the Tracer. Tracer can't do much if I am stealing all of the health packs. Just gonna go ahead, put that damage in on the Widow, force her backwards, and in doing so, Moira on point. Moira on point. And I'm just kind of holding my ultimate, just waiting for the moment where I may need to actually do something here. But it doesn't look like I'm going to need to. It looks like we win this round, no problem. Unless Malga decides it's a good idea for him to charge the point, which it definitely would not be. Yeah, that was definitely the right call there. I wanted to utilize my ultimate if I needed to, but with the Tracer on the ground, me being up in the sky means Tracer can't really F with me up there. But with the Widowmaker, that becomes more of an issue. In this moment, this is where the boop strat becomes the most effective, right? So we're going to have our Hog ready to hook people into the point. There is not a lot of booping, effective booping that I'm going to be able to do. Okay, Hog swapped over to Orisa. Not the best pick, but also able to boop a little bit here and there. I am going to stay in here as Echo. And the Hog doesn't know what is going on. The Hog's never picked a character before in their entire life. They're going to pick every single character. And we can see that they now have a Reaper, which is great news for our Echo pick. We can see that based off of the red smoke that we saw over on the other side. Bang, we're going to put that over to their face. And then I'm just going to utilize my flight to put myself in a more advantageous position. I'm going to stand here with the squad. Just make sure that we can put in the damage where necessary. And I'm just going to get out of the way. I think I see Tracer. Oh, no, that's Sojourn. Okay. So they completely swapped DPS entirely here. I'm definitely dead. I'm definitely dead. I thought our team was going in for the kill. Doesn't look like they got the kill that I thought they were going to get. Somebody died. Who died? Sojourn. Well, at least she died for her overextending. I also overextended, but it looked like we were in... With the way that we got aggressive like that, it looked like we were in there, no problem. Reaper just needs to come back and not die to this Orisa, who he definitely can die to very easily. Because the Orisa is getting support, the Reaper, unfortunately, is not. We can see the Baptiste is doing his best to put damage into me. I'm just going to wait for my DPS passive to kick in here. And it doesn't look like it's going to, at least not in time. So I'm just going to back up. We just need to back up and regroup. Just don't go out. Just wait a second. We're just going to wait for the squad. We're all going to go out together. And we got plenty of... we almost got a... Almost have a Reaper ult. I almost fell off the map there. You saw that? Looking at the scoreboard, dude. How's that for game sense, chat? Can you imagine if I'd have fallen off the map in that moment? And again, the Sojourn is kind of here. She's looking for the railgun hit on us, and we're just not going to give it to her. We're going to make sure that our Reaper is good and supported. I'm going to back up into this health pack. And their Reaper shit the bed there. So was not able to effectively do anything. And I'm just going to get out of the way, because our team doesn't need to fight a battle that we won't win. Only battles that we will win, like right now. That immortality field isn't going to save you when you're dead, fam. And now that we have secured the point, we can keep an eye on their ultimate economy. We see that we have already killed their Reaper, but we do have to be careful of their Sojourn and us overextending into a position that could be scary for us. And with me backing up here, just backing up here, hoping against hope that I get a support. And I did. Okay. So they are in fact taking the objective. And there is only so much I can do. I need for our team to get back, and I don't want to die here. Best case scenario, I can become Reaper on their potentially kill their tank. And I was able to in fact do that. Just gonna go ahead and come back here. Gonna use this. We're gonna do this. Just gonna hit that just on the off chance that there's somebody else around me that I can't see. And we were able to win that team fight using the Echo ult. And that feels good, man. Heart is pumping, dude. Heart is pumping. It's very difficult when everyone is dead to effectively win. You know? With the tank dead, we have a much better chance of getting them. Reaper is one. Reaper's one hit. Okay, so we are on it. We have only a few seconds left. We see that their Genji is going to give it a shot. The fact that he swapped over to Genji means that he's not sure what to do to get this win, and we were able to kill him out of the fight here. And it's overtime, but I don't think they're going to be able to get back. And even if they do, we are here, and we are utilizing our damage very effectively. And I am just absolutely smacking them right now. Making them look like a fool. They are staggering in one at a time. And it doesn't get much better than that. Okay. Effective use of game sense in knowing where to be, when to be there. Utilizing Reaper to kill the tank on their team when we needed the team fight most. We would have absolutely lost the game if I didn't get that Orisa down. And I was also able to get the Baptiste down while I was Reaper. Duped Reaper as Echo. Felt so good. And that's the win there. Thank goodness, dude. Thank goodness. That was a tough one. Those guys were good. They were not playing around. You could see all of them were pretty decent. Our team, we had some decent people as well. I'm not sure who all was healing me, but I'm going to give it to our two support characters for the work that they put in. It's tough. It's tough out there. You know, it's tough being the two support that are trying their best to help. Especially when it's an Orisa versus Orisa duel, and both of them are trying to boop each other into a well. Just making sure our aim stays good in between matches. I say as I immediately miss a shot. And another one. On a stationary target. Look, dude, don't judge me, alright? We're having a good time.
You don't know when to quit.
Quadruple kill.
Alright. We'll see where we're at. We'll figure out our best game sense move here. Attacking on Eichenwald. And we have a Mercy straight off the jump. So a Mercy straight off the jump tells me that I'm safe to pick Echo, who I normally would pick on this map. And I'm going to go ahead and tell the team. I'm going to utilize my attack on Eichenwald strategy. And I'll tell the team here in a second when we all zone in that, you know, what we're about to do. We've got You Better Twerk.
I am always ready to learn.
Excuse me, You Better Work.
I'm hoping for an
As the other support here. Playing as Kiriko, we have a Sombra, a very mobile team if we want it to be. And then, in addition to that, we have a Junker Queen for whatever reason. You know, sometimes being a Junker Queen can be very useful. Other times, not so much. We're going to see how Goober194 does. With a title like Easy Prey, you got to imagine they're probably being facetious. So, should be pretty easy. Alright, fam, so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to fly directly over the building and land on the point like 20 seconds into the match. And then at that point, they're going to break from the choke, and you guys should be able to walk through. Word. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so I'm going around the side here so that they don't know that I'm here. Just waiting until I get to this building. And now I am going up over this building. And I'm going to utilize this spot over on the side. And I'm not going to show anybody that I'm here just yet. Just waiting for my movement ability. And I see where the Mercy is. But I'm not going to try and mess with her. Just standing here on the point. And now that they are, you know, sufficiently broken away from the choke, or at least they should be, I'm going to get killed by Torb in my butt. But hopefully the team just used that moment. Looks like they did. Maybe not. They got to actually utilize the moment, right? So when I step on the point, they have to start walking through. There's a building to their left that they can walk in, and they can utilize that as a piece of cover. We did lose one of our supports there. So, you know, you don't necessarily want to go in if your support is dead. Just waiting a second. Just waiting. I want to make sure that I'm not jumping into actual death here. Looks like I'm getting low. Just going to wait for the team to heal me up. And now I'm going to go up and over the thing. Just waiting. Yeah, that's what I thought was... I had a feeling that was going to be right there. Okay, just getting up and over this building. And waiting for my DPS passive to kick in. And... cool. Right, so now the team is here. And I was able to survive through that. And we are on the point now. I may die from this railgun. Thankfully, I didn't. I saw her face was lit up blue. Okay, so that is the game sense thing that I was talking about, where the team has to advance in the moment where it is like appropriate to advance. If they don't actually utilize their moment, then me flying over that building doesn't matter. Come here. So the Kitsune is guiding us underneath. We're just gonna go ahead and let her know. Hey, don't be where you shouldn't be, because if you do, I'm gonna kill your ass, right? So we're waiting for this to open up. I'm gonna stay with the Mercy, because there's no point in me moving forward right now. Ideally, I could get a kill or something like that, but it's not really necessary. What we really want is for the team to all be here, advancing the payload as quickly as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and kill off this turret. The turret makes it difficult to beat Echo to begin with. I'm gonna fly out of her ultimate and just put the damage in on her, and now start burning her down. She is getting supported by the Ana, so I'm just gonna come in here and steal this Mega, and then I'm going to gently float around. Yep. And knowing that we are alone here, the best thing I can do is to not die, right? So I'm just checking my flanks, I'm checking my angles. I'm waiting for everyone to show up. This is hilariously funny. What's up, dude? How you been? Right now I'm putting in damage on their Mercy, while also peppering their tank. We're just going to finish off their Mercy, put in that damage on their Sojourn, and their Sojourn now has to fall back. She fell back a little too far, completely off the map, actually. And now with this Ana here, I had a feeling that I was going to get sleep darted. That's why I didn't push too far forward. The Ana is classic sleep dart material. Got to be very careful not to die to this Torb. and his stupid ass turret. Just gonna kill that. And we're gonna move forward here. So, the next thing that I can do as Echo, when I have my ultimate and they have an Orisa, I can go ahead and just boop their Orisa, and in doing so, put my... Oh, that's not good. The Molten Core was not something that I expected. At least not in the back line, right? I would have expected it in the front where I was standing, but I pushed them out into the line of sight of my team, ideally to be able to get the kills. Unfortunately, that's not how it went down, but the Molten Core coming out, I would have expected right in front of the payload, not behind the payload, right? I just tried to press my map as though there's a map on this. I've been playing games for too many years, bro. I press M for no reason now. We can see that the Sojourn has a fully charged rail. Gotta be careful of that. As we move forward here, you can see the Mercy is grabbing a res, and now she's gonna help me out. We're gonna come up here and help out the Junker Queen. I did not mean to press my beam, but it's okay. We got plenty of time. Just gonna put damage in on their Mercy, and now their Ana. And I don't care about getting got right there, because our team has effectively neutralized them. Just get on the payload. Just get on the payload. Don't ego fight her. Get the checkpoint. And we can easily eliminate anybody who comes through at this point. Should have been easier than that, huh? Should have been easier than that. So the thing is, when you get the amount of kills that we got there, we killed 4 out of 5 of them, and there was one guy left still in the street. Most of our team was still fighting in the street, right? And while that it's not bad to get the team kill, it's never bad to, you know, fully finish the team off. You also want to be cognizant of whether or not you actually need to finish the team off, because you don't always need to. Most of the time, you don't need to finish that last guy off. Which sounds funnier than it should, but it's the truth. So I was able... That's both of their support right there. We got our Mercy is walking it in. Got our Mercy is walking it in. But our 2 support are the only ones still alive. So here's where the Molten Core should have gone, which is the front of the payload. We got time. Just wait for the Mercy. Okay. So in this moment, the smartest thing that I can do is to become Torbjorn and put down this turret and just start firing down into them. Possibly getting a Molten Core for myself. And even if I don't get a Molten Core for myself, just being in their side angle here makes it difficult for their support to be out doing what they need to do without dying to all of my damage, right? And I don't have my movement ability, so I may die to this, but I didn't. And so that's great news for us. Gonna go ahead and put the damage in where possible. Our tank died a lot, man. Our tank was dead a lot of the time. Hopefully we get this checkpoint. Looks like we will. Looks like we will. Thank goodness, dude. Thank goodness. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Alright, so me being able to get that counter angle is extremely fast, extremely difficult to deal with when I'm fighting all of their support from the side there, because they can't peek out without putting themselves in front of either me or the entire team, which means that their ability to effectively help people is reduced significantly. That being said, I do need to get an ultimate here, and I do need to watch out for the Sojourn ult. Just back up off of that. We have time. Just wait for that to fall off. Queen, come out.
This ends now.
Okay, we have time. Just back out. Just back out. All right, let's do it. That's 2 down. And with me putting in all this damage on the Orisa, ideally I will be able to push her back off of the point here. And I was able to kill her. Getting the kill on the Orisa is pretty much should be good game here. The Sojourn is not going to jump on it. There we go. Okay, perfect. So, in putting in all that damage on the Orisa, she was either going to die, or I was going to get an Orisa ultimate and pull her out of the way. Good game, guys. Alright, and we were able to, with the help of the tank was extremely aggressive, and that's not a bad thing. It's easier to be an aggressive tank and then learn how to be less aggressive than it is to be like a passive tank and then learn how to be more aggressive over time. But that being said, utilizing the Echo ultimate in that fight was key to making sure that we actually made it. So with Orisa, because there's no way to get her out of the way other than to boop her or utilize her own ultimate against her, I'm just going to pull up Orisa here. We're going to grab the Echo ult. Had I been able to get an ultimate, which it does take like a fair amount of actually of utilizing this, but I could have pulled her away from the payload, right? And then that would have been enough to have gotten my team, because she would have been stuck inside of that. Or I could have staff spun her off of the payload. Either way. But also just killing her. You know, killing her is good too. The Sojourn was more worried about not dying and preserving her KD than she was about actually like stalling the payload. You know, you should never worry about your KD. KD doesn't matter in any game. Doesn't matter in quick play. Doesn't matter in comp. As long as you win, it doesn't matter, right? So, we're here on Suravasa, and we're gonna watch what the team picks this time before I pick. We got a Reinhardt. We got a... I'm not loving the Reinhardt pick, but I'm hoping that Spinosaur picks something different. We got a Reinhardt, we got a Kiriko, we got a Moira. If Spinosaur picks something, that's cool. That'll do. Yeah, that's fine. And with this, we have kind of like a brawler, kind of with the group comp. We have nobody that's diving, and because of that, we won't have to worry about... Excuse me, I'm trying not to burp. I'm recovering from lung surgery, and it really hurts to burp. For anybody who has not been here for the last few shows, that's why I have been pausing like that. Staying together like this, we should be able to utilize each other and the heals from the two support to keep ourselves going without having anybody who kind of throws the fight for us by being completely out of position off the jump. Unless that person is me. Which, you know, let's not rule anything out, right? So, I would expect them to have... Okay, they have a Symmetra. I was gonna say, I would expect them to have a Sombra, because I've seen about 1 billion Sombras in the last couple of days. Sombra has recently become, like, the most played DPS, maybe, in the entire game. Legitimately. More Sombras than I've ever seen in the entirety of the time that I've played in the last couple of days here. So, I'm standing in front of the Kiriko so that I can steal some of those Reinhardt heals. And with the D.Va chasing me, I'm hoping to get to this Mega. With the D.Va chasing me, that means she's not on the point, right? Ideally was not on the point. Unfortunately, she's able to get back a lot faster, so we're going to go ahead and just get up with the Rein and get up with the two supports, and we're going to try and walk in with them, and just hopefully we can snag a couple of kills along the way. I'm putting in damage where I can to whoever is kind of out in the open, and I don't want to get hit with another railgun, So I'm just going to be careful about where I go. And assisting the Sojourn in her attack on the Symmetra. And by killing the Symmetra, we are able to effectively neuter their DPS. Right now, we need to be very careful about the Mercy resurrecting anyone. We don't know if she has it. We don't know for certain one way or another. But what we do know is that we don't want it happening, right? Okay, so our Moira was able to get extremely aggressive on her. And now that we have D.Va out of mech, we can go ahead and finish off the Lucio, and then finish off the D.Va, and we are good to go here. Just gonna go ahead and just destroy those Sim turrets. And we destroyed Sim as well. Lucky for us. Okay, so in this moment, we want to take an eye at how many ultimates we have, and just kind of understand that they also probably have this many ultimates. So we can expect that to start off the next team fight, they will probably utilize Sojourn ult and also a Mercy ultimate. But we know that they just used the Lucio ult, so it's very, very unlikely that they do have a Lucio ult up anytime soon. With the Sim here kind of on her own, hopefully I'll be able to use my speed to get aggressive on her, and I was not able to. And there is the Sojourn ult that I was talking about. By being in this spot where the health pack was on their flank, I was able to stop the Mercy from being able to heal herself. And again, we know that the Lucio will not have an ultimate, so we don't have to worry about that. The D.Va, baby D.Va, fell off the map here, which is very funny. A smash hit, Ryan. A smash hit. And I have my ult. We know that everyone on our team has utilized theirs. So now we see that their Sojourn has swapped over to a Genji. And we know that because of that, he will not have an ultimate anytime soon. We can safely kind of engage Genji without having to worry about that. And with the Mercy here, the first thing I want to do is get the Mercy down. And the next thing I want to do is finish off this Genji, ideally, right? And I'm just going to force him all the way back and around to his team. But baby D.Va kind of intercepted me along the way. I may die here because, yeah, that's totally fine. I was able to kill their tank, and I was also able to kill their Mercy, which means that they are not able to win this team fight unless our team really, really does something wrong. And you can see that their tank has left the game. And they do have a new one. We'll see what happens. And there is that Mercy ult that I was talking about earlier. By stopping her from using that, effectively, we should have completely got her out of the whoa! Get him, Ryan! Get him! Oh no! Okay, so they have a Doom Fist now. I was not anticipating the Doom Fist, and we're just gonna put this damage in on this Mercy. We're not gonna let Mercy be Mercy, and I did kill the Lucio there with the Helix Rocket. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the Doom, and that point is ours. We're moving on to point number 3 here. On Suravasa. Kicking ass, taking names. Only 1 death so far. Our Sojourn is doing well. She's getting a good amount of elims. But also, you know, is potentially in some ultimates or some fights that she maybe didn't want to be in. Gonna go ahead and finish off this Genji if possible. Because we're not going to let Genji... Yeah, there we go. With the help of the Kiriko, we're not going to let Genji just have free reign on the map. The less ultimates that he gets, the more likely it is that we will live. And I'm going to put in this damage on the Mercy, kind of firing the Helix Rocket over to the side, because I don't want to accidentally damage myself to death, which has happened a fair amount of times. Enough that I know not to fire a Helix Rocket near me. Right, so with the Sim over on the side, we can expect that the turrets will be making their appearance here. The Moira has finished off the Genji. We know that the Mercy is in the back with their Doom Fist. And we know that if they don't get aggressive soon, they will not have a chance to actually take the point from us. So we can expect that Lucio, or someone like Lucio, like Genji or Lucio, will come to the point. And because of that, we're going to assist our team from the side, putting in whatever damage we can, but expecting a fight on us. We can see that the Mercy is over on the side here. We're just going to get out of the way and We can see that everybody is getting aggressive now. It is now time for Genji to do his thing. And like I said, I had a feeling that everybody was going to be coming here. And here they all are. Just going to get out of here. And just going to give them time to do what they want to do. I'm zigging and zagging around to the Mega to give my team time to get back. And also to make it difficult for anyone without a sprint to catch up with me. Breaking line of sights wherever possible. Looking at the ultimates that we have, we can also expect that the Lucio will have an ultimate. So we're going to save our DPS ultimate, our attack visor here. We're going to save that for after Lucio ults. We can anticipate him using that right away. The Mercy has just utilized hers, and so we know she won't have one here in a second. And there is the Lucio ult, and it doesn't matter if I die again because we have plenty of time. Just come out if you can. Let's group up. We have time for another team fight. Plenty of time, and we have already got both their support ultimates out of the way. So we're going to double up on our DPS ults here. And if you could let the Kitsune guide us when we get in there, we're going to be good to go on this win. Just anywhere you like, Kiriko, I'm going to try and stay with you. We did lose this one. That is really unfortunate. I swear I was on it. We can hear the Genji is still here. Just gonna not get... We're not gonna give Doomfist a chance to respawn. Just gonna get over and out of the way. Oh, that was a perfect meteor strike on his part. I don't even think he meant to hit me necessarily. I probably should have watched the kill cam just to find out, but I'm certain that we will be able to win this one with just our neutral game alone. And if we don't, well then it will be solely due to the power of Mercy and Doomfist combined. And don't let Mercy get this res. We still have the point here. So we're still winning as far as everything is concerned. We got Lucio who is fighting to stay on it, but fighting to stay on it is not actually saving him from it. You know? So that was a huge stagger on our part. And I am most of the way to another ultimate. Gonna go ahead and stagger this support again. Or stagger this tank again, I mean. And I'm just going to guard his corpse here. Keeping an eye on where the Mercy is to make sure that she absolutely cannot get over to it. And anybody who wants to come in and take this point from us is gonna have to go sideways. And they're not gonna be able to do it. And that gives us the win here on Suravasa. Genji tried. You can hear him coming over from my left. But he just wasn't quite close enough. Good game, everybody. It's super solid team fights on our side, making sure that we are aggressing where we need to be aggressing, but also not getting crazy with our ultimate usage. One thing that you don't want to do is combine too many ultimates at the same time, and our team was very kind of passive about when we used them to the point where we were able to have an ultimate up for almost every team fight there. Although I did expect us to win when we went in for the third point, and we did end up losing it, but that's okay. You know, so you win some, you lose some. I thought I was on the point. I guess I wasn't. You know, it is what it is. Just gonna check this. Okay. All right, cool. Bang. All right, so we are in here on the practice range. Just making sure the aim stays aiming. And trying to catch some different angles on things so that I can stay quick and stay snappy and make sure that I am hearing the ting 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 of the headshots with every shot that comes out of the gun. Just you know, staying strong. If only it were this easy in game, right? If only it were this easy in game to actually kill these targets. It's not quite that simple, although we wish it was, right? Sorry for the sound cutting out. Just making sure that everything is good on my back end while we load into a game. We have an attack on Route 66. We already have a soldier. So I'm not going to get to utilize him in this attack. But we can expect that they will have a Widowmaker. And because of our success that we had earlier with Widow, I'm going to go ahead and pop Widow off the start here. And if it goes terribly, I'll swap. And, you know, which it probably will. That's just how it goes. But the attack gives us the kind of freedom to do that because we have the spawn advantage, at least for the beginning. If we don't get any kills, we'll swap off to something else. The soldier will probably swap off to something ridiculous like a, I don't know, a Sombra or a Pharah or something like that, so. I'm gonna stay hydrated. I'm gonna double down on staying hydrated.
How does this Omnic defy gravity? No repulsors are to be detected.
I owe my gifts to the iris.
All right.
Oh, the iris, of course. We've met.
How fortunate for you.
All right. So, I don't see anybody off the spawn here, but I'm gonna utilize this little tiny window here to put our shots in downrange from essentially complete safety. We can see that their Reaper is kind of in a position that's going to make him vulnerable. And with the amount of damage that I've put in on this ball, it is impressive that my team has not been able to actually kill him yet. We can see there is an Alari all the way on the other side. I'm kind of standing near the corner. Also a Hanzo. Just gonna wait here. Just waiting. There we go. Got that Hanzo pick. I don't know if they have a Mercy or not. Just gonna check. They do not have a Mercy. So that Hanzo will in fact stay dead. And we're just gonna support the team by making sure that the Reaper is not up here killing our squad. We're just gonna expect that Reaper will come back, right? Just expecting that he will come back. And since he didn't, we're gonna pull ourselves back up here and utilize this rock wall as a piece of cover for when they come from the top, which they generally do. We're going to crouch to ensure that we have a line of sight with anybody who comes through with their head. But also we could just kind of look down here. Right. And there they are. Probably should have reloaded before this. But even just in doing so, it has deterred them from utilizing that sightline, right? And now I can use the top of the gas station here to wait for my shit to charge up. We're just waiting for Reaper to get stupid. And if need be, I can put the damage in on the Malga. That's totally fine. Utilizing our extremely long sightlines to put damage in all the way down range. See, the dragons are here. I'm just gonna not get killed by the dragons. The Lucio may come all the way back, and if he does, that's totally fine. Because I can just drop down and pull myself over to this health pack should I need it. But it doesn't look like I'm going to. The Lucio seems to have fallen back here. I'm gonna put one in his face, or one in his back there as he retreats, to let him know that I am not the one. And now that we can see that the Reaper is intending to grab a flank on us, we can just utilize this this kind of sightline here. And the Malga wants to hit us, but we're kind of not giving him really the opportunity to. See, the Malga is about to come up top here. Just gonna take her head off real quick and put some damage in on the on both the Reaper and the Widowmaker, or the wow, the Widowmaker. Get on point, guys. We're not pushing the payload at all in this scenario. Like, I appreciate what they're trying to do, but we need actual people, like, making it so that we can, I'm gonna die here. That's good for him, but he is burning. Zen, he's burning. Zen, Zen and the Lucio are ego dueling each other. We're just gonna pop that just to make sure that we can see whether or not Zen and Lucio are still ego dueling, and also to give us the sightline that we need on anybody who may be close by, like our boy Hanzo. And we're just gonna wait for him to peek. Okay, so now that I've taken damage, I'm just gonna be more careful. And I'm going to pull myself up to the gas station just to get myself out of the way here. And I don't want to be getting killed by their Alari. So I'm going to drop down into the gas station just to grab that health pack, because I don't expect my team to be looking for me at all. And at this point, I could realistically utilize a stronger DPS choice than a Widow. But, you know, anybody who gets lifted up into the air, we can go ahead and take advantage of that. And that is strong as well. And same with Alari. Unless I suck, which I apparently do. That's fine. So now the Reaper is on top of me, and I'm just going to utilize this to get myself killed. And I'm going to swap off now. And knowing that they have a Reaper is actually really makes me want to play Echo. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we have our team is dying to the Reaper ultimate. So we're just going to go ahead and regroup. We're just going to group up here, and then we'll take them out in a second. We got 3 ults online. We can expect that the Lucio ult will come out, so we should save the Soldier ult until afterwards. Just going to put some damage down range here. I'm not afraid of the Reaper at all. As Echo, he simply can't do enough to me from this distance to be able to kill me. But he is going to come down and try and duel our Baptiste. Reaper 1. Well, that's unfortunate, huh? I'm gonna try and get out of the way, but it's not going to be easy. Just gonna put that down there. Charging up my ultimate. Waiting for the squad. Again, putting damage in down range. We can see the Reaper is here trying to reap. And he's instead going to reap what he sows. Because not only am I not going to let him get any damage, but I will kill him if he keeps being, you know, too aggressive. And there it is. And there's the Lucio ult that I was talking about. And now we can utilize the attack visor in the next team fight. See, they really want me, but unfortunately I'm not going to give it to them. I'm instead going to utilize all of my extensive abilities here. And I'm going to utilize the ultimate here for Reaper, just to put ourselves into the position we need to be in. I'm going to float up into the air here and get the kill on the Alari if she is still here. And she is not, so perfect. Everything went according to plan. Just utilizing our, we still have our attack visor. We probably could have had another one of those by now, but it is what it is. We're just gonna keep going here. So we can expect the Malga ult, we can expect the Alari ult. Both of these will be coming in this next team fight. And if they don't, and we know that the Reaper has just teleported to our side, because we could tell by the direction that he was facing when he started doing that. And there it is. That's 2 ultimates right there. So no big deal. Just charging up everything that I've got from all the way back here, and getting myself close to the next one. And the more damage I put in, the easier it is for me to get my next ult. And I'm just gonna wait up here because they can't see where I am. And so now Okay, so we can expect the Hanzo ult. We know that Mauga's gonna have an ult, and we know that Lucio's gonna have an ult. Both Lucio and Reaper are out here with me. Okay, Lucio's coming into you. Okay. I'm gonna stay with the team now that I have no movement ability and my beam is on cooldown. Reaper above. Reaper above. Reaper's on the truck, dropping down on you. And we're just gonna put him into the dirt. We're just gonna fly above his head since he wants to do the thing. We're not gonna let him. It's gonna be pretty easy there. Can utilize this damage here on the soldier. And now it's just the Alari up here. We're just gonna put her down, and we win. And that's a good game there, dudes. Thanks for the fun. So that is a 9-minute 49-second win here on Route 66. Only 2 deaths. You know, and I think both of them were as Widowmaker. I don't know that I've died yet as Echo. But, you know, with proper ultimate planning, you can understand when things are going to happen, and then you can utilize that to win yourself the team fights coming ahead. It's a good game. Liked that one a lot. Also, I always love when I get to be when I get to duplicate Reaper as Echo. Not because it's particularly like strong, although like obviously it's strong, right? Like Reaper is always a strong character when used to destroy a tank or when used to kind of clear another Reaper out, right? If you can get up into their face, he's always strong. But I really like the way that Echo's voice sounds when she's saying "die, die, die" with a little like Reaper reverb, kind of echoing, if you'll forgive the pun, off of her own voice. Very cool stuff. I love the doubling up of the voice when she duplicates somebody. Very cool. I'm feeling like a Junkrat may come out here in just a little bit, so it's potential. There's a possibility for a little bit of junkin. I don't play Junkrat too much, but that being said, I do enjoy a little bit of silly fun. And Junkrat is a good character that you can utilize when you're thinking about your game sense, because Junkrat kind of requires you to understand where people will be, based off of the fact that his weapon not only fires a projectile, but it also fires a projectile that bounces. So you have to kind of plan, unless you just spam. You can also just spam. That is one way to do it. But it forces you to kind of plan which way you will be firing and which walls you will be ricocheting off of to kind of get yourself the most damage possible with the character. I didn't leave the practice range. It just took me out on its own. So, you know, hopefully I get into a game soon. I feel like I kind of got ripped off there a little bit. Oh, there it is. All right, cool. So we're here, we're defending on Rialto. I'm going to go ahead and wait for the team to pick, and then I will choose what I'm going to pick. We got Sandwich King picking the Mauga. That can be a very strong defense pick, although I think there are stronger options. Mauga, in general, has a lot of hit points, and when used in a kind of less aggressive way, can be very strong at canceling out other people's abilities and ultimates. We have a Mei, we have a Mercy, we have a Lucio, and this allows me to kind of play whatever I want, right? This gives me, like, complete free reign to play whatever I might want. And, but in general, when you are defending, that means that you have the despawn, or the respawn disadvantage. And, on this map, you want to be utilizing the high ground positions, like you do on most maps, right? But specifically off the spawn, you want to be utilizing the high ground position, because they are sitting ducks until they make it around this first corner. And before the game starts, I'm just going to pull my keys out of my back pocket, because they're stabbing me in my ass cheek. And alright, that's a lot better. Alright, so from this position, we are able to get a strong eye on everyone. And we can also anticipate that they will probably have a sniper. We can see they have a Winston. I'm going to go ahead and just continue to engage him. Show him that I am not afraid. And that is scary for a Winston. Because if the Winston doesn't think that he can do Winston things, he may just have to swap. And, like, telling him straight off the start that, hey, like, you are not going to be able to get away with this for free is a fast and easy way to deter him from doing that shit again in the future. I got caught on the Mei's ice block there. A little bit annoying to have the Mei kind of blocking my strafe momentum, but it is what it is. Just going to destroy this immortality field on the off chance that anybody can get over there. And we're going to get out of the Echo's line of sight while I am low health, because as an Echo main, I know that that is the most dangerous place to be. In a line of sight with an Echo while you are low health is essentially death. You're just asking for death, right? And because I am her counter, she will inevitably want to fight me. She's right above me. I can hear her, but I can't see her. And we're just going to put her into the dirt. There we go. Okay, she kind of blended in. That skin that she's using kind of blended in with that building she was standing next to. Going to go ahead and try to put a little bit of damage in on them. But what I really want is for them to make a mistake so that our team can kill them easier. There we go. Cool. Because from that distance, they are a little bit small to be hitting headshots on, which is how you get the optimal time to kill with a soldier. And with this Sombra here, we know that she is very, very low health, and we can stagger her. But now that everyone is kind of gone, and we are down a support, it's time for me to get back up into the high ground position. Because... Oh, I'm just gonna fall, I guess. Because if I don't, and I die, I have no one to blame but myself, right? So Sombra will be back now, and we need to be very careful about what happens next. Ideally, I would like to be in a favorable position to be able to utilize my tac visor, which is looking like we're not going to get the best angle on that. But everyone is kind of using an ult now. We're going to take that Echo out of her ultimate so that she can't just destroy our tank with reckless abandon. And with this Winston here, he now knows that I am in the lose-lose scenario. There's nothing I can do, but the best thing that I can do is die with the team as quickly as possible. And that is just to be intelligent. You know, if there was a spot that I could have fallen off the map nearby, then I would have utilized that. But I lost that fight. Our team lost that team fight. We lost that point, and we need to concede it so that we can make the best use of our next push, right? So I'm gonna go ahead over to the side here, and then I'm going to drop this. I'm gonna pop my tac visor and just finish off their 2 support, ideally. And I was not able to finish off BAP, but I was able to finish off the Illari, which is a favorable trade in our regard, because we're now kind of even in the distance back to the spawn. You can see that the payload is right on the other side of this bridge for me, and now with the monkey utilizing Primal Rage, I need to be worried about their 2 DPS. It's sad that I died there at that moment. Unfortunately, the Lucio thought he was going to stagger, but we had already lost the checkpoint, so he kind of jumped into his own death there, which is very funny, but not at all good for us, right? And now we need to be extremely cognizant of where the Echo is, and there she is. And we're just not going to allow her to be Mauga. We're just simply not going to let this happen. This Echo is going to die, whether she likes it or not, and so is this Sombra. Go home. Go home. This Echo, while she did get back to her team, her ult was canceled almost immediately. 0 value out of it, which is great. Great news for us, although, you know, kind of a dick move. And, in seeing that the Echo is caught inside of the Mauga's ultimate, that just feels like just desserts a little bit, because she just tried to do that to our team. We can see that their Winston jumped up, but their Winston is only able to deter me from jumping from being in that high ground position. I'm now going to jump back up into the high ground position again, and we're going to move forward. We're going to melee off of these barricades and kind of put damage in on this Baptiste. And now that he is over there and their whole team is diving me, we're going to dive down onto our support. And it's unfortunate, but I did get hit with the ultimate of the Illari there. Our Mercy is reviving us, or was reviving us. So that could have been good, because I do have my attack visor here. But that's fine. We can always use it from this top position. We do want to get this Echo down as quickly as possible. And with this Winston kind of out of a bubble and out of his... Damn, that's unfortunate for me. I want to use that balcony to be able to use my attack visor on them. Mercy is going to pick me up, but it is only so effective now because the team now has the better spawn. And had I utilized that top position, I'm just going to put this down. We're just going to finish off this Echo. She's not allowed to do that to me and get away with it. That's a no-no. And now I'm going to fight around this, I'm going to fight around this health pack so that I know I can use that for some sustain and kind of force them out of the way. And now that the Winston has been,
Adaptive circuits engaged.
we're just going to go ahead and finish off their, I'm getting body blocked. That's okay. That's okay. I was able to get one of their supports. I think I was also caught on a light post or like a box or something right there. I don't think it was just Winston that was in my way. Pretty sure, because normally you can just kind of push past or kind of slide out of the way. But I think I was also boxed in by either some piece of terrain, right? With the Kitsune guiding us here, we are just going to utilize that to shoot very fast. And we're going to try not to die to the Sunstruck debuff. We're just waiting for the Sombra to come up onto us, which she inevitably will. Sombra is behind us, so just a heads up. She's going to try and isolate somebody. Just stay with the team.
Good choice.
We're just going to keep an eye out for her and put the damage in where we can. Sombra 1, Sombra 1. Well, that's unfortunate, right? So, there she is. No, Sombra. Not again. Not again. And we are utilizing the teammates here to assist in what we're doing. Gonna not die to the martyrdom of the Junkrat. And the Echo swapped over to a Junkrat. Or... both DPS swapped here. I'm pretty sure the Echo swapped to a Junkrat and the Sombra swapped to a soldier. Pretty sure that's what happened, but I'll be honest, I wasn't looking at their names. But now we know that we have two completely different people to deal with here. Soldier on the side, soldier on the side. But also that means they're behind on the ultimate economy, because you did not see Sombra utilize her hack, and that would have been incredibly impactful for them to have won this next team fight. I am getting close to another attack visor, but we did just lose our other DPS here, so I have to be careful about where I go. I'm going to run underneath, and now I'm going to run back up. Knowing that the Kitsune is out, that means I can fire extremely fast. And now that I've been booped kind of over in this direction, we're going to utilize that health pack over on the side there to make sure that we don't die as we make the retreat. We're going to stand over where the team is. I don't think I got sunstruck. I think she must have hit someone else. Yeah, okay, so the Kiriko teleported over to me and actually got hit. So hopefully we can do something about this, and if not, then it's going to be what it is, right? I did not utilize my ult yet, which is good. But I did want to put down my health pack for any sustain we might have been able to gain from it. And this is overtime here. So if we stop them from doing what they want to do, then we win the game, and we do win the game. Okay, perfect. Good game. That was a tough one. Hard fought at the end there, but me running out and accepting that death was the difference between us winning and losing the game. And the other thing is, I said this earlier, it doesn't matter what your kill to death ratio is. So me accepting that one additional death, it doesn't matter what your KD is if you win, right? So, congratulations to this Pharah for a nice ult. I was there helping assist on that Alari, making sure that she was low enough to actually die to the Pharah's ultimate. And utilizing the ultimates of our team is not only important, but also by not swapping characters too much, which you can see that the, like I said, the Echo and the Alari, or the Echo and the Sombra even, both swapped characters there towards the end. They put themselves behind in the ultimate economy, which gave us one more ultimate than they had, because the Sombra didn't actually utilize her hack before she swapped over to a soldier. And that may or may not have, it's hard to say, but that may or may not have been the difference between us winning and losing the game. You know, if she had hacked us at the right time, and her team had followed up on it, could have been the end. But instead it was the end for them. I'm going to pick somebody who is a little bit faster, because my brain is working a little bit faster than the soldier will actually allow me to play. Tracer is one of the only characters in any game that I've ever found that can actually move and do things as quickly as my brain can work. And also, I feel like I have missed out on some really good skins with her. I'm just gonna go back into the spawn real quick. So I've been utilizing this Rose skin for Tracer since Overwatch 1, and I just, like, I kind of want, like, I don't know, does she have, like, a badass mech skin, or, like, something like that? Because I know that Ana, she has, like, an Omnic skin, and it looks really cool. I would like something like that for Tracer. I know she has, like, the hood with the graffiti and stuff on it. I don't know, man, that's just kind of not really me. So I was hoping to get something, but I looked in the store, and there isn't anything. And it's very disappointing. Extremely disappointing. Okay, so we're here on Ilios again. We have Well first this time. We have a Diva who is able to boop slightly, a little bit with her fly, but not very much. We're also not utilizing a Lucio for the potential to one-hit kill, which I think could be a mistake. I wouldn't mind keeping the Kiriko and trading out the Moira for a Lucio, but it is what it is. You can't force people to play things. I'm waiting to see what Hydraulic picks, and then I will pick off of that. This is a good map for Pharah because she can boop both off the ledge and into the well, but that being said, it's not necessarily a guarantee, so you may end up finding more use out of a different character. This is not a great map for a Widow, but sometimes your team loses the first team fight anyway, so if I can win us the first team fight, I can swap without too much worry, and by standing here, I know that I can get a sightline on anybody who walks through. Put some heavy damage in on them straight off the jump here, and potentially get a game-winning pick off the jump. And again, I'm just kind of putting in heavy damage onto them as they come through the choke. Just waiting for them to peek out on me. And I'm not getting the headshot, but it's enough to discourage them, right? So now we see that the Mei is here. The Ashe came all the way. They came all the way around to our side. Okay, so we have a Genji. Alright, cool. So now that I know that we have a Genji and there's somebody to dive with them, I'm going to go ahead and pop Soldier again, and then that way we can utilize Soldier's consistent damage to make sure that we are in the right place. We see that we have already lost our Kiriko, and we are not going to let their Ashe get away with this that easily. But it looks like their entire team is here, and there's nothing I can do about this. If they want me, we are easy pickings right now. Thankfully, they did not follow up on that. They really could have, and really could have taken us out, no problem. But they didn't, so that's good. Gonna put in that damage here on the Mei. Gonna put in some heavy damage on the Ashe. Put in some heavy on the Lucio. And just get him out of the fight as well. Now we're gonna put it into Hog's face. And, you know, it doesn't matter if he dies right away because we're charging a bunch of ultimate off of him. but knowing that he has that much sustain, that's too much for a Hog. So I know that it's time for me to try and find who is healing him. And it was actually a Life Weaver on the side, kind of keeping Hog alive. You do want Hog to... Like, you do understand that Hog will be a tough target, but not to the point of just constant life regen. Gonna get out of the way here. Never did get that heal that I was hoping for, so I'm just gonna utilize the side. I need to, need to get supported, because I got hit with that. Dynamite. With the Lucio ult going out, we know that it's going to be difficult for us to fight them right now. So we got to be very careful about what happens next. If we can get the kill on any of these guys, that will be incredibly impactful. But it's not looking good here. And again, we are kind of being scary, forcing them back and off of the point. And it doesn't matter if we don't get the kill here, because it's still early enough in the game. But we can try to sustain for our team as long as humanly possible. Right, so the Life Weaver is life gripping the Hog out of the way. We're going to take this moment to retreat. Let's retreat. Let's retreat. Concede the ground here, Moira, if you can. Moira is in a bad position. And if our Moira dies because of that, she has no one to blame but herself, really. We can see that the Ashe is all the way over on the side here, doing her thing, just being Ashe, and the Hog was able to hook our D.Va, but thankfully D.Va had her fly available. And again, we're going to kind of dive back onto this point. They just now took it from us, which is not great. Now we need to kick it into high gear here. I need to... Oh. Okay. I'm utilizing a piece of cover to get myself out of the way. Not going to let this Meg take us down that easily. And we need to get onto the point in the next few seconds, or else, right? 95, 96, 97, 98. It's okay if I die. It's okay if I die as long as we get the overtime. Overtime was more important, just on the off chance that my team can do it. And it looks like we are going with the D.Va ultimate here. D.Va is still alive, so that's good. I'm going to try and get back as best I can, but most of our team is dead. The D.Va is dead, and it looks like we are not going to be able to make it back in time. I did my best, right? I kept running. I kept trying, regardless of whether we got them or not. We did our part. Genji is dying a lot. Actually, a lot of our team has died quite a few times, but that's okay. It is what it is. We're going to go ahead and swap over to Echo now, because now that I know that they have an Ashe, I'm not too worried about her. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of force her to not fight my team. If you look, she's just kind of hanging out in the back all by herself. So if I force her to fight me, then she is not putting damage in on my team, potentially saving our Genji and allowing him to free up his ability to DPS them. Also with the Hog is not a very scary target for me as Echo. I'm going to utilize this roof here, just waiting for my movement ability so that I can catch a great angle on whoever stays up here. And you can see that the Ashe is up here all alone. And we can see that their team actually did engage and support her very quickly. And you see our Genji is already dead. And that's unfortunate, but it's going to be what it is, I guess. So I was able to catch that Mega, which gave me the health that I needed. I'm not going to get hooked by this Hog, but I do want to kind of take his sights off of D.Va for a second. Ideally, whatever I can do to stop him from looking at our D.Va. Just putting this damage in over on the side. But I don't want to be in a bad place. having that Lucio ult come out here is not great. We're just gonna burn that Ashe down. Gonna watch Hog jump off the edge. That was actually the best possible move on Hog's part. That was great game sense on the part of Hog to jump off the edge at the end of the team fight and not try and stick around and try and get additional sustain, you know, and just fight his way to a losing battle. Very smart moves on his part. I'm gonna put that damage in on the Mei. And in this next team fight, I am going to try and catch the Hog off guard, ideally, and in doing so, hook him off of the edge. And if I can't, then I can't, but at least I tried, and I can utilize my ultimate to maybe do that. And I can use the speed boost from my movement ability to stop me from dying there. And again, I'm just gonna pick up this Roadhog and kind of put him off the map, but it didn't quite work the way I'd hoped. Just gonna throw that there. We're gonna pull that Ashe into the Hog, or into the Hanzo ultimate, and allow Hanzo to get the kill. That's kind of not what we wanted, but it worked out in our favor regardless, right? So that's good. We can go ahead and start charging our way to another ultimate. Let's kill this Mei. Let's stagger this Mei. We're just gonna put that Mei into the dirt there. Make sure that they are down a DPS, and also, because the Lucio died, down a support for this next team fight. And by putting the damage in on that Ashe, we're just deterring her from being where we don't want her to be. We need to win this next round if we are hoping to make it through here. And now they are still down another DPS, and we are absolutely mopping them up here in round 2. It's going a lot better than it was the first time, that's for damn sure. They will not be able to make it back in time unless they utilize a Lucio to get us to stagger here. So that's that. And that Echo ultimate really saved our bacon to get them off of the point. Thankfully, they didn't chase me when I had, like, I don't know, 1 HP. And I was able to hook the Ashe. And in hooking her, not only was I able to deal the damage that it would normally have dealt to her, but in addition to that, I was able to pull her into the Hanzo dragons and hold her there while she kind of burned out. And it doesn't get much better than that when you couldn't hook the person that you wanted to. I wanted to hook Hog, pull him off the edge, and watch him fall to his death. The hook ended up hitting Lucio, and it doesn't matter. It wouldn't have mattered if Lucio died or not, because if Hog is still alive, that's still a very dangerous point to stand on, right? So, here starting round 3, I'm just going to get a high position here and just check and see if they have a Widowmaker. That's what I would do if I were them, but it's potentially... Okay, so they have a Soldier instead. She swapped from Ashe to Soldier to get a better view of me, better shots on me, and I'm just going to stand with my team here and try not to get killed in the spots where I am at. And I definitely want to, wherever I can, eliminate as many of their damage characters as possible. Their Soldier is scary to me, but not as scary as, like, I'm about to die to him, so of course that is funny for me to talk about now. Their Soldier is scary to me, but not as scary as, like, a Widowmaker would be, because at least with Soldier I have the potential to live for a few seconds and get over to a health pack. We can see that they are, they have taken the point now, and our team is aggressing, but kind of spread out a little bit here in a bunch of different areas. The Soldier is very interested in me, so I need to be careful about what I do next, and I'm going to be utilizing this this Reinhardt as an easy way to generate some ultimate charge. And again, I'm just going to put in this damage, just like I did before. I'm going to fly above them, and man, that guy was 1 HP. Had we had just a little bit of damage on him. I'm gonna get out of the way here, because one thing about Moira is that she absolutely loves to kill Echo with her ultimate. That is Moira's, like, wet dream, to kill an Echo with her ult. Come here. Moira, come here. I want to play. We'll see if she does. I don't think she will. I'm getting very close to mine, so I want to be careful not to die here. But when Ryan says the words hammer down, you can expect that he's about to do something stupid, right? So that gave us the opportunity that we needed to push forward here. I was able to kill Ryan without too much trouble. I'm going to fly up high above the point here, and then I am going to engage the team. The Lifeweaver pulled Reinhardt over to them, and I'm just going to keep an eye out for whoever is here, and I'm going to start swinging on him. Just gonna start swinging on him. Right, just gonna protect our diva here, using our game sense to put us into a good position. I am going to die to this if I don't get out of the way. But we were able to get to the point finally, and we were able to finally utilize that those few seconds that we had to actually do something. I'm not certain that we will be able to win this, especially with the soldier here looking directly at me. But you never know. You know, no, definitely not. Not with the Moira supporting him. There's nothing I can do about that one. The Moira's damage is too automatic. Our team is at the point, but whether or not they get there or not is hard to say. Brig, don't give up. Come on, there's still people on the point. What are you doing? Our Brig just gave up there. You protecting your quick play? Ah, dude, if our Brig had gotten there, who knows, right? Who knows? Who knows? But it was a good game nonetheless. I'm gonna let them know. Good game. I had a lot of fun. Hydraulic did well. He died less towards the end, but still a lot of deaths on our team. You know, you can see I had half as many deaths as the person in second place. The only person who had less deaths, myself and the Lifeweaver on the other team were tied for the least deaths in the game. Ideally, I would have liked to have been able to kill him more, but it's hard to aggress on them. And he was a very good Lifeweaver, utilizing his pedal to get him out of positions where I could actually engage him. Sadly, I was not able to kill the soldier in the 1v1. When he has the Moira support, there's literally just nothing you can do. The Moira's damage is too automatic, and combined with the whatever damage the soldier can put out, there's just no chance that you will be able to actually utilize that at all. There's no shot. So, maybe in a perfect world. That was higher than I thought it would go. That's good to know, you know. Things to think about. I'll remember that the next time I go to use that in game. So, had I gotten my ultimate and been able to make better use of it, that could have been one thing. I wanted to duplicate Reinhardt while he was still coming back from the point, but unfortunately their Lifeweaver, in a very intelligent move, life-gripped him from where he was running back to the point itself, and that made it basically impossible for me to utilize a Reinhardt being in the team fight without their Reinhardt actually being there. So it kind of neutralized my ability to do what I wanted it to do. It's actually a very cool move on his part, and not a way that I've seen Life Grip utilized very often in the past. So smart thinking, good game sense on his end. Whatever his name was, I can't remember his name. It was right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember exactly, and I don't want to say the wrong guy. Actually, I can find out here. It was Testy God. That's pretty close. I was gonna say testicle, but yeah, Testy God. That was the dude. Lifeweaver on the other team. All right, so we have a Torbjorn, we have a Mauga, we have a Baptiste, and a Moira. I'm not sure about the Torbjorn pick, and because of that, I feel like I should play a very consistent DPS. So I am going to just go ahead and pop the soldier, and Our Baptiste says, I'm bad. Let's have fun. Who else is bad on our team? Our Torbjorn is also bad. Dude, you picked Torbjorn. No one expected you to do well. You picked Torbjorn on a robot map, like on a push the robot map. No one expects you to do well. And if you do, I will be flabbergasted. Hey, Sombra, wait, come back. I'm not done with you. Wait, Sombra. Well, this is, Game Sense tells me that I'm about to get hacked by that Sombra I just saw. Or just flat out killed by this, Doomfist. This Doomfist is way, way out of position here. But they have a Bastion, so we can't get too happy about that. There we go. Okay, we win this team fight. Let's go. We're just gonna kill that Bastion. Make sure that he doesn't get to do the turret thing. We're gonna bring the robot over here, and then we're going to ideally kill this Moira. She is nearly gone. It's too far. Like, her damage reach is too far to just actually, like aim up on you and not actually do anything with it. But I only say that because I'm butthurt about how many times she's gotten me in the air as Echo. I'll be like halfway in the sky. The Moira will still be able to damage me. We're just gonna finish off this Bastion, ideally. Bro, does no one see this Ana? Let's utilize our eyes. Uh-oh. We'll see if anything comes of this. I don't think it will. Ready, steady, nothing came of that. I'm just gonna stay with the robot here. It says contested, but no one is actually on it. Guys, why aren't we on the robot? What are we doing? Well, I'm just gonna let it go for as long as I can here. At least we have the forward spawn right now. How did I get sleep darted? You guys saw her looking the other way, right? That was a crazy sleep. I don't know if her look sensitivity is just like insanely high or what that was, but and we're just kind of putting this all over this Doomfist. And I'm not sure if they're gonna leave the game or what this is, but this appears to be like just a stomp loss for them. I hear Moira. I hear Moira. She's behind us, I think. I'm just gonna... And there's the Sombra on me. It's time for us to go. Everybody on my team just died except me, so time for me to leave. Sombra's probably right behind me, just chasing me. But it doesn't matter because we have a massive, massive lead right now. Swapping over to Zen is not a good choice. Not a good choice here against this Doomfist. You're just gonna get dove and immediately killed. The Discord Orb is very strong, but if this Doom is at all worth his salt, which, you know, that's always questionable with a Doomfist, but if he is at all worth it, he will just jump on you and immediately kill you. Robot, if you could get your fucking legs out of my way, dude. You're making it difficult to shoot the people behind you. There we go. That's who I wanted to kill. Well, I mean, not a great thing to have died to him. Actually, I died to the Bastion. That's weird. I thought I died to the Doomfist punch. I must have had a sliver of health left. and then passed away to the Bastion. So we're just gonna spread out here. Hearing that sound means we just spread out and we watch Bastion do absolutely nothing. And then we pop this here. And then while I wait for that Bastion to be done, I'm gonna make this Moira pop her fade. And I'm just gonna utilize that health pack there. I don't actually need my Moira no fade. Yeah, we're just gonna make sure that that happens there. We're gonna kill off this Moira as well. This is like silly what's happening right now. Just stay together so that if Sombra hacks anyone, we could just turn around and kill her. If you hear her at all, just turn around and shoot her in her face. That bitch folds like paper. Howdy. You missed. I am so low. Can a man get a heal? Thank you. She's got no fade. Good stuff. Nice stagger. Sombra's behind killing Torbjorn's turret. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it is. Okay, so if Sombra wants to do that and just be completely ineffective, then we are going to come forward here and utilize the tack visor, finish off the team there. We see that they have a Junker Queen now. We're just going to move forward. Just gonna move forward, and now I believe that is the game here. That is definitely the game. 5 versus a tank. You're absolutely right. 5 versus a tank. And why would we want it any other way? Jay says, guy shot a dart out of his ass. You saw that, bro? You saw that sleep dart? What the fuck was that? I've never seen that before in my entire life. That guy wasn't even, like, facing me. I swear to God, that guy wasn't facing me. I'll have to go back and look at the VOD again, but 100%, dude. I do not think that he was looking at me in the slightest. I'm gonna go ahead and give the endorsement here to our tank and over to our Moira. They were all very good. Everybody did a good job there. I've never seen anybody like hit the sleep dart like that before. Shit is wild, bro. Gonna utilize this moment to practice my Hanzoing. I'm so sorry. Oh god, that feels terrible. Okay. Just doing my Hanzo thing. And then I'm gonna jump up here, and then I'm gonna get the sniper bot. And then I'm gonna wait for this guy to come around the side, and I'm gonna pick his ass off. The sniper bot again, I'll take you out too. The thing that I like about Hanzo, and I've said this before, but I don't know if you were here for it. The Hanzo bow is exactly the same as the Skyrim bow. So if you ever played an archer character in Skyrim, then you understand the trajectory of arrows and the distance that you need to be to actually land the arrows. It's actually pretty easy and very familiar if you were a Skyrim player from back in the day. I am 34 years old, so the bow from Skyrim, I used that thing for like 2 years, bro. Back in like 2012 or whenever Skyrim came out. So I spent a long time building up this muscle memory. Extinguish, what's going on, man? Thanks for being here. I know it's super late, but thanks for coming out to the show. Tonight, we are highlighting the power of game sense in Overwatch 2. It is very important to understand what ultimates are available, both on your team and the other team, who is alive on your team, who can combo your ult with another person's ult on your team, and how to best utilize that to get yourself a win in each team fight and eventually in the entire game. On this map, we have a Roadhog, we have a Bastion, we have a Kiriko, and a Moira. Realistically, I could probably play anything and do all right in this setup. As long as Bastion is enabled, we should be able to murk them out, no problem. But will he be? And that is the real question here. And since it is a Flashpoint map, I like Soldier. I like Soldier on most maps because I think he's very balanced, and because of that, like, it allows you to use his kit for all of the different maps in one way or another. where it doesn't feel as map dependent as like a Widow or a Hanzo who needs a sightline. Jay says, I played quite a bit of Skyrim, but never really bows. I think I mainly used an orc with a two-hander, bonked everything. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. I am a big fan of the two-handers. The thing about the bows that I liked was the ranged sneak attack damage that you could get with them. Right now, I want to hit that Kiriko, but that's what I was going to say. But I don't want to be hit by this Bastion, and I hear him, but I didn't see him at that moment. Our tank and our Bastion... our Bastion's already dead. Our tank is in a very, very bad spot, and our support are not supporting him. So, that being said, I'm halfway to an ultimate, so... just gonna get out of the way here. Gonna pop my, the Kiriko kind of came to me. Will it matter? I'm not 100% sure. I need to get out of the way here. And the best thing I can do is not die. Because if I die now, I'm gonna stagger hard. This Bastion is already coming back from spawn. We need... excuse me, we need our tank to be alive for this fight as well. And, right now we need to kill that Kiriko. And it's not gonna be that easy, unfortunately. With the enemy Kitsune rush going off, the odds of us winning this team fight are basically 0. We have already lost this point, so we can pretty much disengage from this spot. We're not going to get any more effective kills in this place. We need to run. For whatever reason, it wouldn't let me sprint right there. What a game Skyrim was. Hopefully, the new Elder Scrolls game comes out before we're 80 years old. Dude, I have been waiting for what feels like a decade for the new Elder Scrolls. And, like, I know that, you know, Skyrim has been remade like a dozen times. Excuse me. Sorry. I know that Skyrim's been remade like a dozen times, but it's not enough, man. It's not, like, playing the same experience over and over again, despite there being a few expansions. It's not the same as having a brand new Elder Scrolls game. But that being said, Bethesda really made like a polished turd here with their most recent Starfield release. So, I'm not certain how much I would rather have like an Elder Scrolls or like the Elden Ring expansion. You know, I feel like Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree is maybe going to be the RPG of this decade, and if Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, awesome. I hope it's really good, but there's something about that, I think we've grown up a little bit. You know, I think the audience has grown up a little bit, and because of that, we really enjoy the kind of grittier nature of Elden Ring comparatively. Also, it's just a harder game. Harder, the quest lines aren't quite as, sorry, hang on. I have to actually win this duel. Okay, so she's just gonna leave, right? Why are you still fighting, dude? Aw, that's unfortunate. I was trying to duel your Kiriko, bro. Come on, man. I don't know why it, like, insta-spawned me there. But there's just something about Elden Ring and the Scrolls games, or the Souls games, that makes them, like, appeal to our adult kind of senses a little bit better, maybe, than the fun nature of the, like, Starfield and, like, Skyrim was amazing for its time, but, like, do I want to be the leader of every guild again, you know? Or do I want to have, like, a pseudo-horror survival game that I can sink my teeth into? Just gonna eliminate this Moira here. Okay, so I would expect that we can see a Maga ult coming up in this next team fight. We also will probably see a another Kitsune rush. And there's the Kitsune rush. Although she is dead, we also had the Bastion ult come out there at the very end there. And I'm not certain that we're going to be able to stop them with our tank coming back still. I'm gonna utilize this ledge as a piece of cover and get myself out of the way. I'm gonna try and save this Moira, but not at the expense of myself. If you can get on it. No, never mind. Sorry. So the Mauga is charging me, and I just need to leave. It's unfortunate, but that is the case. I just need to leave. We're going to run to the next flashpoint, and we're going to hope for the best. Skyrim was like my favorite RPG ever until I got, you know, until I played like Elden Ring. Skyrim, and like not just Skyrim itself, but all of the Elder Scrolls games are such top-tier experiences. Even if they are just kind of a little bit gentler than maybe we would like as adults now, you know. Okay, so that's what I was waiting for. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this. I'm gonna pop my soldier ultimate, and we are gonna go ham on the enemy team here. We're just gonna make sure that they are dead, like really dead. Combining with the Kitsune Rush, the soldier ultimate is basically instant doom for the other team. And now that we have our ultimate out of the way, we know that Moira and Bastion are going to be able to utilize theirs in the next fight. Bastion, if you want, just use your ult right off the jump and just try and eliminate anybody you can, and then we will try and clean up from there. I'm gonna get out of the way so I don't get killed by this Sojourn ult. And that's good shit, baby. We're just gonna melee her to death, and that is our first point. Alright, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. We're good. Moving on. Getting over to our next flashpoint. We still have a Moira ult. Mauga, if you can combo your ult, grabbing as many people as you can, and then Moira, if you can pop yours, you will have, they won't be able to escape you, basically, right? And you'll be able to keep the tank alive as well. We should just start off with it, I think. I hear an Ana here, and I want her to die ASAP. That is unfortunate for me. But my team also died. If you notice that it is just our two supports alive, our tank died, our Bastion died, and that's not great, but at least we are close to the point here. With a huge tank stagger. Huge, dude. Let's go win this next fight. Let's just rush him. Moira, no fade. Bastion to our side. I'm just gonna get out of the way. Obviously, I would like to have benefited from that Kitsune Rush, but I would rather live through the Bastion, utilizing his tank form. It does not look like we are going to be able to do anything here. I'm going to fall all the way back, utilizing as much space between myself and the flashpoint as humanly possible. And I am close to my ultimate, which means it's going to rest on me. Bastion and I will be kind of forced into a position here where we have to make it happen for the team. I need you guys to get on it so that I can use attack visor. Perfect. Okay. We have Bastion's ult to bring us into the next fight. Bastion, if you want to roll it just like we did before, where you just use your ult straight off the jump and just try and get anybody you can, we'll try and clean up after you. We're going to see Ana's nano boost, and she's probably going to use it on Bastion. So be careful. We're also going to see Sojourn's ult here. Knowing what I know, I'm gonna try and get over to the side.
This ends now.
And there it is. We saw exactly what I said we would see. I got their Ana down though, and in doing so, I hope to have won it for my team. And it doesn't look like it, but I did my best. Yeah, I did my best. I wouldn't have been able to stagger long enough to have gotten back there anyway. Good game, guys. Only got 4 deaths that game. I probably could have survived in that final spot, but it is what it is. You know, you can only do so much. Their whole team was alive, so. That was a nice shot on me. That was through another person. So, hell of a shot on me. 2 hours, 26 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to play one more, and then I think I got to call it a night, because I have to be up in a few hours to, you know, to do morning routine things. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys check out the videos that are posted to the channel. Just posted one earlier today. Have some from one every day for the last few days. And this is going to help us get subs and, you know, people to see the channel and enjoy the content, etc., etc. I'm trying to get this channel to monetization so that I can have... this will be my second channel that I've had monetized. Although I am, it's been, after my lung surgery, I had some time where I wasn't able to make content. So I'm now working on getting both of them monetized at the same time. But yeah, so this is the live channel where I will be posting all of the live content cut from these streams. So if you wouldn't mind, check it out if you haven't already. Thank you very much. And if you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe if you're on YouTube, or the follow button if you are on Twitch, and thank you so much for being here. Like the stream if you are on YouTube too, if you wouldn't mind. That all helps. And that's the last I'll say about the calls to action. I don't normally like doing those too much. So badly do I want to boop this tank bot off of the edge. Bob? Oh, I just thought of something funny. Okay, I wonder if I can get another ult. I'm gonna go get another ult real quick. Bob is in there doing work right now. I am absolutely useless compared to Bob. Okay, I'm going back down. I have a funny thing that I want to try. And if it works, we can all laugh together. And if not, then, you know. Okay, you guys ready? Son of a bitch, dude. Come on, man. Jesus. What a cock block. Alright. So, we are attacking... I'm glad you enjoyed it, Jay. Because, like, that was primo content right there. It doesn't get any funnier than that. Like a perfectly timed punch in my dick, essentially. What are the odds that that guy picks Mei and I spawned in and Mei was the character that it put me on? Anywho, so we're attacking on Shambali Monastery. This is going to be our last game of the night for the Game Sense stream here. We have a Lifeweaver, we have a Mercy, we have a Zarya and a Mei. And a Mei is like kind of a weird pick for attack, but also could be very strong, depending. One of my mustache hairs, bro, is like stabbing me in my nose, and also I can see it out of the corner of my eye. I know that looks stupid as fuck, but like I can see it like being like standing straight up or like standing sideways. Weird. Okay, so since we're pushing the payload, I'm gonna go ahead and try and snag an easy shot off of these guys from the jump. We're just gonna see. I think that is a Widowmaker up there. I'm just gonna check. Can't see it yet. Nope, it's a soldier. Okay, but I'm so close to the spawn that I can literally just walk back in. So there's like no disadvantage to doing this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now I know what they have. They have a soldier, they have a Hanzo, they have a Zen. And because I know that they have a Lifeweaver, I know that I don't have to worry about them resurrecting whoever I kill. So I'm going to take this moment and just grab up another shot here. Just put some damage in on that tank. And it looks like they have all fallen back except for Soldier, who just fell off. I am absolute. Gonna pull myself back into the spawn. And once more,
The payload is not new.
with feeling this time.
Why?
I'm getting thorned up. Which, sounds sexier than it is. Drop the Maywall. Okay, this Lifeweaver is 1. Couldn't be any more 1 if he tried. This is going to be the point where I have to swap here. 3, 2, 1. Whether I get a kill or not, I have to swap after this. There we go. There we go. And it was the most impactful person I could have gotten a kill on. Alright, we're going in.
Always ready to learn.
Echo allows me to traverse this map really easily, get to places where other people are not, and other people are if I need to attack them. Which, a lot of this map is just surviving, utilizing the different angles that you can to live. Right, so that is gonna make Zen very afraid of whatever happens next. We're gonna put the damage in on the Ramatra here. He's gonna get life crypt out of the way, which is not good news for us, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna get put into the ground, at least not yet. So, it's silly time here on Shambhala Monastery. And if you guys don't know what that is when every ultimate in the entire game gets popped at the same time. No, I'm gonna kill you, bud. And there isn't anything you can do about it. That's unfortunate. I can't believe our whole team died right there. Had I been, had I known that our whole team had died, I probably wouldn't have gotten so aggressive on that Zen, but it's about 50-50 in terms of where people are. So, I should be able to utilize this time to get a good angle and potentially snag another kill here. We can see that Zen has swapped over to Baptiste, which is a better counter to me. They also have that Soldier, so I gotta be careful about him. But not too careful, right? So, right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and kill that Soldier. We're gonna go ahead and put this damage in on that Ramatra. And knowing that we can be kind of as aggressive as we want. Aw, you weren't supposed to pull me out, dude. It was all or nothing. That was the whole point. But I do appreciate it, though. Jokes aside. I have the spawn right here, so it doesn't matter if I die right there. Again, I'm just forcing them back off of our spot.
No. How can I adjust?
Man, our Lifeweaver went up there? Why would Lifeweaver go up there? Like, it's funny if I go up. They don't even know that I'm there, bro. You seeing this?
Repositioning. Convene at the payload.
And again, like, I have full autonomy here to just kind of do whatever I want. Yeah, you better run, you little bitch. I don't know why my team decided it was a good idea to go the other way, but whatever. Don't want to get killed by this Bastion off the start here. Just gonna get out of the way of this Ramatra, who can't stop me from killing him. That is very funny. I can still be aggressive here. Although it doesn't really matter. My whole team is gone. It would not be... It's not smart game sense to continue fighting in that scenario. Just gonna wait. I'm gonna let the Lifeweaver fill up his thing on me. Fill up his ult. I'm gonna get back up with the team. We can see that Zarya is getting close to her ult. Zarya, if you can Graviton Surge them, I'm gonna dupe Bastion. Never mind, I take it back. I take it back. I'm definitely gonna dupe Reinhardt. Seeing that they have a Reinhardt, I'm getting a little bit reckless here. This team is not ready for the aggression that I am bringing to the table. They have not been playing Overwatch for a lot of the day, you know? Like, they haven't been playing Overwatch for... It's been 2 hours and 36 minutes on stream. I played for like an hour before I got on. Because it was like, you know, it was... I had to be dad, so... So, yeah, they're not prepared for this right now. Just gonna fly through there. Just gonna...
Adaptive circuits engaged. Bastion. All systems on optimal levels.
Am I doing this right? Boys?
Artillery configuration activated.
Fuck off our payload, son. Get out of my face, dude. I'm being incredibly silly. I should not be being as aggressive as I am. I need to tone it down a little bit, and then we will win. If I just chill out a little, we will be absolutely fine. If I don't, then there's a good chance that we won't. I need to come around this corner, not get killed by that Bastion. And we can see that this Reinhardt wants me dead pretty well, pretty badly. We're just gonna wait it out. We're just waiting. Plenty of time here. Maybe not. Maybe we don't have plenty of time. They're just gonna silly time us into oblivion, I think. So I'm gonna have to silly time them. Yeah, that's fine. I was hoping that our team had more ults than that. We only had one ult. It was May. That's all right. That was a fun game. I definitely, you know, that was like a ridiculous end of the night game. The problem is that I play a little bit too aggressively, too fast for a team that is like, you know, just chilling, having some fun playing Overwatch. Do I play comp on stream? I have not played comp yet this season. But there have been some people who have asked if I am interested in playing comp, and, you know, if I can jump in and do it. So I think I will probably do a comp stream later on this week. We'll see what the placements end up being. It's been a fun, quick play time. I have a lot of videos that I want to make out of this series, and because of that, it's just more, it's a little bit easier to play them on quick play than it is to make use out of them in a comp game. But some of them are comp related. So because of that, I can always jump in at any point. I just haven't yet. The thing that I like about, I like both, but in the beginning of Overwatch 2, when it launched, I don't know what it was with placements, but everybody's placements were all messed up. And I kind of got my taste soured a little bit for that. My videos have been very educational. Thank you for that. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you checking them out. I only just recently started posting them. I think I'll play one more. And then I'll hopefully get a win, and we can end it on a super high note. I only just recently started posting them. Wasn't sure if there would really be any interest in what I do in terms of like a long form video content, but if people are enjoying them, I will continue to post them every day and just kind of talk about things as they are. Tonight we're talking about the power of game sense and how it can allow you to see the future in Overwatch, and just knowing where to be, what to expect next, what ultimates are about to come your way, what ultimates that your team has, and how you can combo them. All of that combined will help you kind of win games not only easier, but more effectively without having to try so hard and have things be so up in the air. That being said, quick play is kind of a mixed bag, so you never really know exactly what you're going to get into there. The Baptiste disco ball on top of that tree flower thingy looks so funny. It really does look hilarious. Okay, so we're on Busan. We have a Hanzo, we have a Moira. I'll play one more for the fun, and for the lulz. We'll have a good time here. I'm going to check and see what the rest of the team picks, and I'll pick off of them. And that way I'll be able to combo ultimates. Ideally, I'll be able to combo ultimates with whoever. And that way we'll be able to get something good going on here. Okay, so we have a D.Va. We have a Mercy, we have a Moira, we have a Hanzo. Nothing that I can really combo with too much, unless Mercy wants to combo her, unless she wants to combo her damage beam with my anything, you know, pretty much anything is very useful, no matter what you are. I'm gonna play. This is actually a good map for Widow, but I'm gonna go ahead and play Soldier off the start here because I don't want them to. I don't want them to get used to my Echo pick off the start. We're gonna wait for the tank. First thing we want to do is make sure that we have the tank with us, which we definitely do not. Wait for the tank, guys. And we're just gonna call that out. Also, communicating with your team is key. You never want to miss out on an opportunity where you could have communicated and saved yourself the win or loss there. It's unfortunate that I got picked by Mei, but I did get their D.Va out of mech because I was the first one down, I think. Our Mercy should be able to res me, but it looks like she's not going to. That's totally fine. Our Mercy maybe should have taken advantage of the res while she had the opportunity. You can see that the Widowmaker has already picked her. And like I said, this is a pretty good map for a Widow. I'm going to go ahead and try and see if I can catch the flank angle here. And if I can, maybe I can engage the Widow on my own. But it's looking like the D.Va is going to dive me. So in this moment, I need to get back behind cover. And we are down our entire team. So, that's unfortunate. I didn't know where the Widow was, to be honest. Ooh, what a great angle. Yeah. So that's the kind of angles that I was talking about here for Widow. You can really utilize, from the high ground position, some really good Widowmaker calls. You can see that our team has already left. Hey. And now that, so now that Widow has popped her ultimate, there's no reason for me to try and catch a flank. You can see she's standing directly in with the group, just trying to catch her damage on us. And we need to get our team together. We need to get our two damage dealers together. Actually, hopefully utilizing some actual damage here. There's a lot of people leaving the game. We are also down a support, so that is unfortunate. Our D.Va is dead, which means that we need to back off. With the amount of people that have left this game, this may be the end of the game, just straight up off the jump here. And that's unfortunate, but like, once everybody starts leaving, there's only so much you can do. I would like to target some of their support here, but it's extremely difficult while the D.Va is standing there using her defense matrix. We were able to catch a couple of kills there off the start. We're going to go ahead and start dueling this Widow and just try and put her dick in the dirt. And if we can't put her dick in the dirt, maybe we can get this Lucio. Thank God. Which is who I wanted to kill originally, because he's AoE healing them and keeping them alive. Okay, so this is a good spot for me to be. We have our DPS that left, when we got a new one, she was an Echo at first, but then she immediately swapped over to a Widow, which I do appreciate, because the Widow is just a better DPS here than an Echo. It's tough to be Echo in this scenario, because there's only so many spots where you can realistically get value. And you can see that I was able to get some very extreme value here. Don't want to get killed by the enemy Widow, but I do need to take the point back here. We do need to take point control. Just gonna put this damage in on this Luce and not get too aggressive. I don't want to put myself anywhere where I'm gonna die. And now we're good. We're gonna go ahead and keep an eye on where our team is. If we can get this Widow or this D.Va out of her mech early, then we will be able to stagger her in a very serious way. You can see that I am getting shot from the back by the Widow now. And now she has caught the angle on me. I need to get down and out of the way. And it won't let me sprint. I'm not sure why. And again, we're just gonna try and take this D.Va out of the mech here. And in doing so, that's going to make it extremely difficult for her to be effective. I was able to get her out, no problem. The sniper is on me. I'm going to back off into this back scenario. Back room, even. But that is, you know, worst case scenario to get picked right there. We already have rezzed our team. There's nothing we can do in this spot. Protect Mercy. No, it doesn't look like it, huh? Well, we're at least doing what we can, right? We're at least doing what we can. There's no one to combo ultimates with. That would be better. Someone got diffed in the duel. This is actually a good map for Echo. I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to Echo. We have a Cassidy now. With the Echo, we can have our Mercy pocket us, and whether she does or not, I will be able to be more effective as Echo fighting against their team on this map, because the skybox is open for me. In the previous map, the point is under a roof, and that makes Echo play very difficult. I wasn't sure why our teammate picked her to begin with, but I thought, you know, hey, maybe they know something I don't. I would anticipate that the Widow would be over here, and because of that, I don't want to fly yet. We're just waiting. Yep. So, because the voice line for Echo will be very loud when she says scaling up, I'm just going to kind of wait it out, and I'm going to kind of get the sound cue for where she is. I hear her, but I don't see her. There she is. And we're just going to kill that Widow straight away. And I did end up getting got as our Mercy kind of left, which is unfortunate. But our whole team is down already. That is, like, it's crazy that everybody dies so quickly. Maybe utilize a little bit of cover, I say, as I just died to a Kiriko. But, like, the Kiriko headshots can two-hit you. So you got to be careful of that. But the rest of the team had Moira with them, which is a great support for heals. Right now, I'm waiting for the team to come up. I would like to generate some ultimate charge along the way, if possible, but it's not going to look like I'm going to get too much out of this. By grabbing this side flank angle, it is difficult for them to focus forward, and when they can't focus forward, they can't effectively protect themselves. I'm going to target that diva, and we're going to get her immediately out of that mech. Bang, so she's out of mech now. And we're going to get her off the point. We're just going to... Everybody on point. We're just going to get that Lucio out of the way. Keeping an eye out to see that they still have a Widow, and they don't. They have a Cass and a Soldier now. And a Cass and a Soldier is going to be harder for us to fight against, because they will be with the team. The Widow tends to be on her own and catch a long sightline. We're going to utilize this here. And we're going to finish off their diva before she has a chance to get in there. And we are winning this no problem here. And we are just going to... It's okay. I don't mind dying right there. I knew that I was going to die as soon as the... Cassidy rolled behind me. I could have traded my ultimate to have survived, but I want to be able to duplicate that diva when I get back, because that is going to give me the best possible scenario to win this next team fight. And we only have a ton of ults online, so hopefully we don't overuse. That's not who I wanted. That's okay. Again, I wanted to get the diva, but the diva is out of mech, and we got the kill on her anyhow. We can see that the enemy team has swapped over to Tracer. They have swapped over to... Okay, I'm going to get high up in the sky. It's hard for me to say everything that I'm doing in this moment, but we are effectively winning. I like how I say effective, and then as soon as I say that, Echo also says effective. We should be able to have this point no problem. It's going to be difficult for them, even if they get back, to stop us from doing what we want to do. Gonna force that Tracer to use her recall immediately. And oh, that was so close. Whew, that was a close one. Everybody fight on point. And again, we're just gonna take this diva out of her mech and hope for the... Oh, in the moment that I got my ult... That's okay, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. Our whole team is dead. The best I could have hoped for would have been to have staggered. We have plenty of time, guys. Just get together. Just get together and we'll use our ults. So, we have plenty of time to go in and win this. Right now, we can anticipate that we will see a Tracer ultimate, and we will also see a High Noon. We're about to see a Tracer ult and a High Noon, and probably a Kitsune rush too, so just be careful. Okay, so I'm going to get up into the sky. I am going to big damage in on this diva. We're going to absorb all of her damage. And we're just going to take her out of the mech as best that we can. Right. Bang, so that's how that goes. And then we're going to pick it back up, go back into the mech here, because that gives us a ton of extra HP. And even though it did not snag any kills for us, it was able to effectively make them leave the point. But our team is just getting destroyed here. They're just getting mopped up right now. And it is what it is. There's only so much you can do. We did take it back, but they kept it in overtime, and I'm not going to be able to make it back in time. There's just no way that I make it back in time right now. So, that is the final game of the night, unfortunately. It feels bad. I wish that it could have been a W to finish off the game, but you kind of understand where I was going with that, right? You know, you pick up Diva, you put the Diva bomb next to the point to force them off of the point in that moment, and there's the Tracer ult that I was talking about during that team fight. Got to be careful of that. And there's the Kitsune that I also predicted would be there. And, you know, as long as you track these things and you pay attention to when your team is alive and when your team is dead, there's a lot of chances for you to win. Oh, man. I gave it the old college try. I did give it the old college try. I'm sad because I don't want to go out on a loss. I don't want to go out on a loss. Oh, look, it already put me in a game. I mean, dude, you know, it put me in already, you know? It's one more game, you know? What's one more game between friends, right? We got Commando Jesus on our team. I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but I guess we'll find out. He's playing as Zen. I'm gonna go ahead and, okay, so we have a Winston and a Tracer. Oh, this could be good. This could be very good for us. Assuming that we can get somebody to assist the Winston. And we have a Moira. Okay. Alright, that's, you know, that's not the worst ever. The Zen pick is kind of the odd one out here. We can all kind of assist the Winston in his dive. I can hit them from far away, or I can sprint over to where Winston is diving to. And the Tracer can also be there and destroy whatever target Winston decides he wants to engage on. And plus the Winston's name is Squirtle. So, how could we lose, dude? I mean, unless we lose, right? I suppose we could lose by losing. But so our Moira's gonna get taken away by the cart. I don't know where our Tracer is. There she is. Okay. So we're good. We're good to go. We're standing on our high ground position, which is the most effective place for us to be in this scenario. I need to be careful because I've already taken a lot of damage. Try and get myself ahead of the Moira who is in front of me, or behind me even. And we killed the Brig off the start, and the Mercy went ahead and resurrected her, so we're going to kill the Brig again. And again, we're going to put this damage down range. We don't want to get caught by those arrows from the Hanzo that could one-hit us, but he's very far away. So it would have to be a very lucky arrow, I say, as I take an arrow to the face. Okay, I didn't. You know, it's always when you start talking about stuff like that, right, that you end up feeling the burn of it. We're just waiting for waiting for the team to continue to engage down there. We can see that the Zen is actually targeting us now. Gonna reload while the enemy Orisa is using her staff spin. I don't want to get killed, so I'm gonna pop down my healing pad, and I am busy charging up a fat ult here. We have already staggered their Orisa again. That is like 3 deaths for the tank on the enemy team. They are doing just about nothing here, and this hold is going very well. But we can also anticipate that the Zen is going to have ult pretty soon here. He has hit quite a few damage orbs. I'm sure he's gotten quite a bit of healing out. We're just going to wait for the Zen to throw his orbs, which he did, and now I can re-engage, because the Zen can one-hit us from across the map. Now that the Tracer is gone, it's going to be up to me and Winston to be the main damage dealers. And I'm going to go ahead and take out that Symmetra. I'm going to start firing in on that Mercy, who is over in the corner there. We'll see if we can kill her in time. I can't see the Mercy from where I'm at, but I know that the Hanzo can jump up into my spot where I'm standing right now, so I'm just going to kind of hide in this healing pad. And now we have the Zen is here. We have the Mercy is up in the sky. The Hanzo, or the Torbjorn even, is trying to hit me from the side there, and we're not going to let him. We can see that the the enemy Orisa is back over on our point, so we're just going to take her out. I'm going to fire this Helix rocket down the lane and hopefully get this Torbjorn, but it's not going to go that way. We're just waiting it out now, 2.5 minutes. We've already held through half of their hold. We're at 9-0 so far, doing great. Our team is holding very effectively. The 2 divers being able to engage the enemy make it very difficult for them to do what they need to do, while I am on the high ground position kind of firing into them like fish in a barrel. Definitely have an advantage from this spot. We see that Commando Jesus is low. Our Zenyatta on the side there. Want to be protecting him as much as we can, although I can't get too good of an angle from where I'm at right now. Doesn't really matter. As long as I don't get killed by this Hanzo, who is kind of trying to shoot me from the side. And because of that, I'm going to utilize this hay bale to lift myself up and give myself the angle that I need, giving me the kill on the enemy Reaper when I needed it most. Our Tracer is down again, which again means that it is just up to me and Winston now. Orisa was 1 in there. I'm not sure if she still is. Now is the time to pick off this Mercy. We're going to pick off that Mercy. We're going to pick off this Zen, if possible. Again, I don't want to die in this spot. I don't want to die here. We can anticipate that the Hanzo will jump up to me. And we're going to come over and help the team with a bit of Helix rocketing. And I am going to die in this moment, but that's okay. That was a big hold, big long hold. Which, again, we maybe could have held it off for the last minute, but we did a great job holding them this far. And with their lack of ability to get kills on us up to this point, I find it hard to believe that they will be able to hold us when we do actually have the respawn advantage. Gonna fire into their face there and hit the Reaper with the Helix rocket on the ground. Just bounce it off of his feet to give us that additional damage that we need to kill him. We can see that the Zen is here on the right side, and we're not going to chase to put ourselves into a bad place. Actually, we are. We're going to follow Winston since Tracer isn't here, and I can't get back up quite as easily, but as long as they don't know that I'm here, I should be okay to make it back. Hopefully. Just gonna... Yes, okay, cool. That was a very, very bad call for me, but we did get the full hold there. Quite a few kills. 15 and 1. Only died that one time. That was a lot better than the last few games. And somehow, against all odds, the Hanzo with only 4 kills gets play of the game. Good for him, though. That was a good one. We were able to utilize the high ground position while also knowing where our team was to effectively take down the people that we needed to. Also keeping an eye on the enemy Hanzo, who was the only person who could realistically kill us from our high ground spot. So, felt good. That was a nice game. Pretty easy. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this over here. I'm going to just turn that on. We're going to turn this up a little. And again, if you guys are here over on YouTube, do me a solid and like the stream, and because it does help. And if you haven't yet, please check out our recently posted videos. Got some games up talking about different concepts here in Overwatch, tips for DPS, tank, and for support, as well as a target priority episode that we put out earlier today. We're gonna have another video out tomorrow morning, so be on the lookout for that if you guys are interested in more of this content. I will be here tomorrow, probably tomorrow evening again, doing this again, going live with another kind of Overwatch tips type stream, and you guys can jump in. I'll be doing a comp stream probably later on this week, or closer towards the weekend, so if that interests you, you know, be on the lookout for that. And don't forget to drop the follow if you're over on Twitch. And I want to thank everybody who has come out and joined me this evening. It was a fun one, dude. It was a super late stream, but we did have quite a few people come out, and it felt good to see everybody in the chat, and also to get some gaming in after the day's, you know, kind of responsibilities were taken care of. Like I said, brand new video will be out tomorrow morning, so be on the lookout for that. And we're going to be talking about, what will we be talking about? Honestly, I forget. So I guess it's going to have to be a mystery. You guys are going to have to check it out and see for yourself. Well, I hope you all have a great rest of your evening or morning or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm Moonchild of DudeNoWay, and I will see you in the next live show. Have a good one.